Okay, we're on the air. Hopefully better this time. Try to fix these issues. Great question.
Tom's out here yet?
Told me he's on his way like 20 minutes ago. I don't know where the hell he is. Pulling off of Tommy.
Huh?
Just pulling off of Tommy.
Is he?
This is every week. Hold on.
Do I have Tom to go to 7-Eleven?
No.
Right.
It's 8:20. We're starting. All right, we're back. Sorry for those technical difficulties before, ladies and gentlemen, but we're ready to go right at this point. We're waiting for Tommy. That's it. We're waiting for Tommy. That's it. 8:20. No umpire. Tommy. Okay, we're good.
Oh, it's good, bro.
No, I haven't had that because his wife is due, and she's going into labor now like this week, so he's been home, so he hasn't offered it to me yet. I wish, though. All right, boys, we're going to call out the lineups one more time. Leading off for 1.5, Teddy Braha. Batting second, David Cohen. Batting third, Bernie Pindek. Batting fourth, Marty Antaby. Batting fifth, Charles E. Saruya. Batting sixth, Al Sitt. Batting seventh, Avi Saruya. Batting eighth, Michael Ancona. Batting ninth, Ike Batesh. Batting 10th, Noah Mays. And for the home team, batting first, Carlos Abadi. Batting second, Jordy Rameld. Batting third, Jackie Towell. Batting fourth, Gabe Abadi. Batting fifth, El Harari. Batting sixth, Edmund DeWeck. Batting seventh, Mikey slotted with Antaby. Batting eighth, Arking. Batting ninth, we have Ajmi slotted with D. Batting 10th, Sal DeWeck. Clean games, boys. Play ball.
One more. Yeah, Ed, I got it. It's Tony. Yeah, Ed. Oh. All right, leave it. 2 more.
Hell of a question. I'm calling him again now. He's here? Oh, he's here. Tommy, we're ready to go! Guys, umpire's here in the field. Let's go! Tigers in the field. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're late. Batter up! No, but now we're late because the umpire's here. You guys have done the lead, whatever. Batter up! Gabe, why'd you come so late today? What the hell, man? Love you, Gabriel. I promise there's actual money on the game today. I promise.
I just want the bad days. Like last time. What was that doing? No, let's go over ground rules, huh? Baseball.
No. I'm in the getup. All right, guys, batter up. Give me a batter. He's right here.
Man, they're getting younger and younger.
Yeah, that's the young squad. Jimmy, where are you right now? We're ready to start.
Go, guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3, win!
I'm not waiting for this.
1, 2, 3, Tigers!
Let's go, boys. Batter up.
I need a couple warmers.
Tommy, yeah. If it goes through the gate, what do you want to pull?
Yo, Sam.
Danny, give him the ball.
Play it. If it goes through the gate, play it. Live ball. Live ball. Once it's going there, it's rolling. It's the whole rolling. It's beneficial to the defense. All right, batter up. Mikey Shalom taking his warm-up tosses, getting ready to start the night. The heavy favorites. This was supposed to be the opening day matchup, but it got rescheduled. Hillel's 0-2, but they were in both games last week. Tigers are uberly confident right now. Mikey's pitching with a purpose lately. 8:26, getting ready for the first pitch. A little late today. Let's make up for lost time. It's a no-nonsense feel, the whole way the game is feeling right now. Both teams are looking forward to taking care of business. Leading off, Teddy Braha. He was not here. He's one of their better players. He was not here week 1. And here is the first pitch. Tigers versus 1.5. There's strike 1 at the knees. Mikey Shalom starting off just the way he wants it. Teddy Braha missing week 1. Looking to be a difference maker. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. Teddy Braha leading it off for 1.5 against Mikey Shalom and the Tigers. First batter of the game. Ground ball. Fielded cleanly by Jordy. Picks it up, tosses. Got him, 1 away. First batter of the game was this weakly hit 1 hopper by Teddy Braha. 1 out, nobody on for David Cohen. This kid, very long. well scouted team, obviously. That's low for a ball. Mikey Schaum working quickly. That's his strength. There's a strike. Poured it right over the plate. This 1.5 lineup looks very timid. There's a bloop up the middle, base hit. That's a professional base hit from David Cohen. Let's see if that sparks them. Be really interesting if they get on the scoreboard first.
Guys, force that second.
Power hitting Bernie Pindek. Actually a pickup for their squad, but very important player. And Bernie Pindek digs in. The runner on first, 1 out. Matthew Schaum waiting for the sign from Antibee. Here's the pitch. There's strike 1 at the knees. Here's the wind up, the pitch. Ground ball in the vacant hole. Oh, he's there. And he's safe at second base. Infield hit. 2 on, 1 out, and it's early trouble for the Tigers. Power hitting.
Out, guys. Force
Marty
that
Anthony
third.
steps to the plate.
Out.
I didn't get single for BP.
That was a single.
Single, yeah. First and second. First and second. 1 out.
All right.
Anthony takes strike 1.
Are we live here? We're good?
We're live.
All right, we're live here. So it's man on first and second, 1 out. The batter is Marty Annaby.
You could do that. I'm doing here. 'Cause I don't
You
wanna
got it.
get close.
All right, cleanup hitter for the Hillel squad, 1.5. What's the count, Blue? Count is 2-1 here. Sorry, I'm late, ladies and gentlemen. I had dinner. Count is 2-2. This is we do have a prop bet today that was confirmed by Ray Esses. He took the first run. He took first inning. There will be a run in the first game. So, oh, and that's a base hit to right, left center.
Late start by DC, and they
And
hold him at third.
they hold him at third. So it's bases loaded,
Not
3
sure why
straight
they
hits.
send him, but the bases are loaded.
3 straight hits, bases loaded, 1 out.
With a fresh
Guys, I got the
looking
force that
put.
out.
Charles Soria up,
Got it.
20-year-old kid.
Hey, cut to me, deep.
They say he put on about 10 pounds since high school. So,
On 10 pounds since last game.
oh, since last game. They got a fresh cut. So bases loaded, 1 out. Mikey struggling here. First pitch swinging. That's an infield fly rule. Wow. Wow. That's not from the. See, this is how you know this is not the house of. They don't play in the Jimmy Malak book of hitting. Right there, I would have taken first pitch, see what Mikey's got to offer, and then from there work from there. So, so it's still bases loaded. Now it's 2 outs after 3 straight
Put the
hits.
ball in the outfield, Charles E.
After 3 straight hits. So now batting Albert Sitt, left-handed hitter for the Hillel 1.5 squad. The second base in close. Okay, so they're not playing him to pull because he does go the other way. First pitch, taking 1. There you go. That's now you're a hitter. So the outfield, the way the outfield is shaded is to right center. Jackie Towell is to right center. They're giving him the left center gap. The second pitch is a little high. Gabe Abadi, I'm not sure he's aware that Sitt can go the other way here. A ball between the 5.5 hole is what they call it usually. That's the. So if I was Albert Sitt, if there's an outside pitch, I'm looking to go the other way right now on the ground. And oh, strike 2. The count is 2-2. So it's 2-2, 2 outs, bases loaded here for the Hillel squad. The 2-2, and he pulls it, and it's in the gap. Oh, what a catch! Carlos Abadi ran it down. This is one of the best outfielders in the league. With JT, Carlos Abadi, and El Harari. I believe they moved El Harari from right to left. And so there you go. They leave 3 runners on. After 1 inning,
Ladies and gentlemen, that's right there, the young and experienced at 1.5. Charlesy swung early in the count. He didn't wait for a pitch to drive to the outfield. And that's going to do them in because if they get a hit over there or a sac fly over there, their whole complexion of the game changes for them. They have a lead, playing with the lead going into the first inning. And I'm sorry, this shows you why they're 2-3 years away because every other team in the league you have a 1-0 lead right there. That's,
At least 1-0.
at
maybe
least
more.
that's
What Albert Sid did there, that was the right job, but one out too soon.
right.
That's,
And
basically
that's
what
for
it is.
Charlie Surrey. It's on him. It's on
Carlos,
him.
nice play out there. That looked like it was in the gap. Nice.
Los, nice play.
So after half of inning, we have 0-0 score. There was 3 hits that inning. 3 hits for the Hillel team. Unfortunately, they had nothing to show for it. Due up for the Tiger squad is Carlos Abadi, JR, that's Jordy Rumeld, and Jackie Towell. If anyone gets on, Gabe Abadi will is the cleanup hitter. What's up, Harry? What is this, your first game all season? JT, we got guys on hours. We got guys that took the run line.
Like, no, it was like 2 hours. Earlier I could Yeah. What happened? So you didn't like that?
Okay, so we're ready, Blue. Okay, we're back from commercial break. Leading off for the Tiger squad, Carlos Abadi. Carlos, a famous soccer player in Mexico. As he got older, he converted to a baseball player. And now he's plays softball for the Tigers. So we got Joe Cerullo playing shortstop. I'm not sure if that's his natural, that he's been playing it all season. Has Jojo Cerullo, Abe Cerullo is their shortstop all season? Sammy, he's been playing shortstop all season, Abe Cerullo?
Yeah.
All right, okay, so there you go. Okay, so the short center fielder is playing a little infield in here. The outfielders, they're playing normal depth. Say not so bad. The left fielders are maybe a little too deep for Carlos here. Other than that, everyone looks good. Down the right field line, foul ball. So I guess their positioning from weeks 1, they were playing by the Boondocks for every batter. I guess now they moved up a little. Albert Sidlick just took a step back because I guess Carlos just fouled one off, so he just took a step back. In the morning league, Albert Sid, I believe, is a DH, so he's not used to playing the outfield. And line drive, base hit to Carlos Abadi. So there you go. That's how you know they're not.
Rose continues his hot year. That is one of the most beautiful opposite field base hits you'll ever see.
See, that's one thing about not knowing these hitters. Carlos,
Goes
Sid,
to right field a lot.
yeah.
He should know that.
and Sid was playing deep, and then once he hit that foul ball, he took a step even further
Well,
back.
that's why we have YouTube Live. They got a scout. They were on a few times.
First pitch strike. He does throw first pitch strikes. This guy, good for him. But these
After
Hillel
a
squad
leadoff single by Carlos Abadi on a beautifully laced ball
to right
to
field.
right field. Jordy Rameld, runner on first.
Nobody, yeah.
Nobody out.
Line
There's a
drive,
line
base hit
drive,
to right
base hit
center.
up the middle.
Carlos goes
Lowe's
first to
goes
third.
First to third.
Wow.
Runners in the corner.
Missed it.
And the ball is loose in the infield, but Lowe's hangs on, stops at third. First and third, no one out for El Capitan. JT the Jet.
That was it. Line drive, clean base hit for Jordy Ramel. He's hitting, what is he, over 650 in the
You
night
guys
league,
having
huh?
an unbelievable start,
In the night
and
league.
it's not even so early anymore. This is their
It's
fifth
almost
game.
They're gonna be after this. It's gonna be mid-season, no? For that.
First and third, nobody out.
You could see
Jackie
JT's
Towell,
choking up here.
No score in the first. Upstairs, 1-0.
With runners on, I don't know if you guys noticed, JT always chokes up when there's nobody on. He does not. So he's choking up here. He's trying to hit a ground ball to the right side here. Knowing JT, it's probably up the middle to the right side or towards second base. Unfortunately for the Hillel team, they don't know that.
Strike.
I don't know if you could see it closely, but he just choked up another inch or two on the bat. And he lifts it. He lifts it. This should get a job done. And the throw to second. Oh, he cut it off.
And the ball was cut off at second base. They would have had a play over there. But the sac fly RBI,
Sac-
runner on second.
So sac fly.
1-0.
So JT is gonna settle for the sac fly RBI, and that's a win prop bet for Ray Estes right there. He took the first inning run.
Reyes is making bank.
So the cleanup hitter's up. Gabe Abadi, first
Runner
base
on
open.
second, 1 out, 1 in. Bottom of the first. Gabe and Chapo Abadi.
So now here's another issue with this Hillel thing. Not knowing where Gabe Abadi hits. Look where the second baseman is. He looks like he's sleeping. Okay.
Ground
Ground ball to third.
Fields. Fire. Got him.
Do not
No
throw
throw
that
to
ball.
third. 2
Good.
out, runner on third.
So they learned from last week not to throw the ball. Good
You know
for
what?
them.
That comes with experience. Last week they made that throw and it cost them a run.
You did against the foam rollers, right?
On deck. Who's on deck?
I got Eli Harari up now. Edmund Carcass is on deck.
Edmund Duet on deck.
His name's Elliot, right?
Elliot Herrera.
Yeah. It says EL and then H. So I got it. All right. So there's 2 outs, runner on third.
Runner on third, 2 out.
This is obviously a big run here.
Bottom of the first.
You don't want to go down 2 first inning.
Hillel trying to limit the damage to just 1.
Look, not to pick on the second baseman, but he really looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just standing there for every single hitter. He's not moving. But
Hot shot.
ground ball to third. This third baseman could play. Never mind that.
2-0.
Airmails it. So he did the same thing twice.
Made play. Inning would have ended, but it's 2-0.
He did the same thing twice. So the last grounder by Gabe, he took his time and fired it to first.
So you know
This
what's
time,
funny? The way his throwing motion looked, he throws the ball where it's like the ball is maybe a little bit too late. It looked like when he threw it the first time, I was shocked it got to first base.
Arking, edge move.
2-0.
What's up, dude? By the way, JT, since you have a lot of your guys slotted together, you have a lot of your guys slotted together.
Edmund Duet, Carcass watch. Score is 2-0. Hillel left the bases loaded with 1 out. And then Charles Eastory had an infield pop-up, failed to execute to get him in. And then next batter, Sit, hit a long fly ball to right center field, and Carlos made a nice play on it to end the inning. Bottom of the first, back-to-back. Long drive, single by
All right, so we got 2 runs that inning on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. So at the end of 1, we have 2-0 Tigers.
The next guy hit a ground out also, but the third baseman overthrew to first base for an error. It would have ended the inning, and it was 2-0, and they just got out of it now.
So going back to that
2-0
second
in the
baseman I was talking about before, he basically did not adjust for anybody that inning. He basically stayed the same spot for all 5 hitters that inning. And I guess it takes time. As a second baseman, I move all the time, whether the hitter, besides the fact that I know everybody, but definitely you got to move. You can't stand in the same spot. Even when a lefty's up or righty's up, you definitely got to move. All right, now due up for the Hillel squad, Aip Saruya, and Kona, and Ike Batesh. Ike yesterday got hit in the face in batting practice in the spring league. He actually had a mark on his face, and he didn't even get a chance to play the second game. He shows up tonight, and he's wearing a kippah. Hopefully, probably went to shul this afternoon, and said some refuah shleima. So, how you doing? Yeah, I'm saying that you're wearing kippah. You know,
I'm doing much better.
you're doing much better. That's good. That's good. We got a quick interview before his at-bat.
What?
I said we got a nice quick interview before your at-bat. Okay, so we have top of the second.
All right, we're heading to the second inning. It's 2-0. Hillel in an early hole.
Not Hillel.
Tigers up 2-0.
They said 2-0 Hillel. Come on, Sambo. You can't confuse me
L,
like that.
L. First of all, let me see your mess. All right, next inning, I'm giving you the GoPro to wear under the mess. I'll show you how to do it. Give me a batter.
Sorry, thanks,
I don't think you're showing up tonight. What the hell is that?
Class, I'm very tore off.
Go on the right side.
I would never say don't go to a class. Don't go to a class.
Gabe and Jordy. Nice pitch.
Good eye, good eye. Count.
Go, boys. I don't hear you. Come on.
Go in. Good eye, man. Good eye.
Come to you.
Down ball. Jordy field throws. Got him. 2-hopper to Jordy Rameld. Looking more comfortable at third base this week already. again, based on everything I said, I'm going to double down on it. I don't see Hillel coming close in this game. They had their opportunity early, they squandered it, and that was it.
Okay. I needed to get myself a chair.
Thanks to Ike Mavora's in-laws, we have the new furniture at the field.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you, Ike. Here's my water bottle. And the chair's actually broken? Or I just
No, it's not. It's not, bro.
So I probably broke it. Okay, so grounded at the fair ball. Mikey
Oh,
Fields.
infield hit.
And that's a single for Michael Ancona.
It's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it.
So it's a 1-out single for Michael Ancona. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Michael Ancona, a little weak tapper. I'm not sure if you got a good angle on that because
Boys, 1 out. Let's
he might have been blocked by the hulking body of Elliot Antevy.
You know, funny thing is, who do you think makes the play? If Jordy charged it too,
I think that's Mikey's play.
that's Mikey's play, right?
That's Mikey's play because, yeah, Jordy's charges, and if Mikey sees that, he probably goes the other way, but it wasn't hit hard enough. And if Mikey takes charge right away, he gets that out.
Now batting your nephew, or
Max's
Max's
nephew.
nephew, my fault, sorry.
And we said it before the game on the pregame interview. Yesterday, Ike at home
got hit.
competed against Kobayashi and Joey Chestnut.
Oh, he did, yes.
He came in 4th place in the hot dog eating contest, and
How many did he eat?
he ended up eating his television set, and that's when it was over.
Did you hear what happened in that hot dog contest? They said they screwed up by 10 hot dogs.
Really?
Yeah, there was a whole thing in Vegas.
You know,
I'm
it's
not
a-
even sketching
It's a
it.
real thing these days.
It really was.
Yesterday-
It's a
yesterday I
prop
went-
bet. It was a prop bet in Vegas. And, line drive, base hit, Ike Batesh.
I keep it hit, man.
Go first third. No, he
No, see,
doesn't.
they're not.
Okay.
They don't. You know what? It's a smart idea because Jackie would have pegged him. All right, here it is. Noah Mays.
There you go. Get the highlights.
All
First
right,
and second.
highlights are going up right now.
1 out for the 10 hitter. Mays.
Noah Mays is not really a 10 hitter, but they put him 10 because they want to have that long lineup. So Noah last week batted 6th.
Nice. Good for him.
1 out, right?
Yep, 1 out. So they got 5 hits already through 2 innings.
Top 2. We have 2 on, 1 out from Noah Mays, down 2-0. Takes a cold strike 1. There's an opportunity for 1.5 to claw back.
First pitch strike. Line
Hot
drive,
shot.
base hit.
And it's a foul ball.
Wow.
Almost a spectacular diving play by
Wow.
Ramel, but it would have been foul anyway.
Wow. So I believe the count is 0-2 now.
0-2 count.
Mikey's getting hit hard
Mikey
so
has,
far.
like
through
you said,
1 1/3.
gave up 5 hits through 1 1/3 innings, and that was a hard hit foul ball. So you got to think their game plan was just attack the strike zone with the bat, and not let him knowing he's not going to.
Let me ask you this: when was the last time the Tigers had a game? Has it been a week? Yeah. Oh, they didn't have their bye.
First
Oh,
and second?
okay.
Noah Mays.
Line drive, another base hit.
Base hit right
Does the
field.
runner score? Yes, they
Ancona
send them.
rounds third.
And it's a 1-run game. A line
Score.
drive, base hit
It's a
RBI
2-1 ball
for Mays.
game. And 1.5 gets off the schneid in this game. And they're still in the game here. It's a 2-1 game. We're in the top of the 2nd inning.
Okay, so here's a mistake. What they should do right now. Ike Batesh should have been ran for.
It's a runner. It's a runner.
They should have got a runner for Ike Batesh. They should.
They have 2 runners. They should use it.
Right now is the game. They have the leadoff hitter off with 1 out.
Man up. We have 2 on, 1 out. They're choosing not to use their runner.
This is a mistake, clearly.
Ike Batesh running the bases here. And he takes a call strike.
That was.
Sorry, I lost that.
This is how, again, with the inexperience. This
You
is,
got to give a runner. This is a terrible.
it's
2 on, 1 out. Scores 2-1 in the second. And it's upstairs.
so the count's 2-1 with 1 out.
2 on, 1 out. Counts 2-1, 1 out. 2-1 ball game.
Wow, 3-1.
3-1 count.
He's 1 pitch away from walking the bases loaded here.
It's the meat of their order coming up.
On deck is David Cohen, the 2-hitter for the Hillel squad. The 3-1.
And he takes a call
That's a
strike.
wise. See, that's what I would do. That's a wise move by that rookie. So it's full count now with
Here's
1
the
out.
pitch.
Ball 4. Wow, what an at bat!
And the bases are
What an at bat!
loaded.
That
1
kid just
out
made me proud.
in
So
a
it's bases
2-1
loaded.
ball game. And we have David Cohen. He gets tied up on a fly ball. They fail to
That's a
do
good
it.
at bat, buddy. And I'm the only weirdo that claps for a walk.
Loaded. 1 out.
Bases loaded, 1 out here.
Second inning.
The 2 hitters up for the Hillel squad. Strike 1. Way to go. These guys, they came with a plan today.
Be a good hitter.
Came to the plan. How do you not use a runner now with a runner on third? I don't understand this. What are they doing? Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Swinging.
and he's swinging a pitch over his eyes.
So what's the count, Blue? 0-2 is the count with 1 out. They need this run from third base. They need this run from third base.
2-1.
The 0-2. Popped him up.
Wells, and that ball might be
Is that in there?
And
Oh, he dropped it!
He
dropped it!
scores!
And the throw to third!
In time! And the score's tied at 2! Oh, poor execution by the Tigers! And the bases are still loaded. Just one man out. Score tied at 2 in the second inning.
Okay, so
Tigers.
Gabe was under it, and the reason why it wasn't an infield fly is because he wasn't standing right under it. So, but the tying run does score there, and the 3-hitter.
That's a base hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over his shoulder, runner coming, fielder coming into.
So the 3-hitter's up.
Score tied at 2.
BP.
Team veteran Bernie Pinda.
Oh, see, that's an infield fly.
And there's 2 away. They're going to need Marty Anthony to come through with the hit.
Okay, so now the cleanup hitter for the Hillel squad.
Again, second inning consecutive. Infield pop-up with a runner on third, less than 2 out.
The infield hitter, yeah. The cleanup hitter, I'm sorry. The cleanup hitter
Marty Anthony.
for the Hillel squad is up.
2 out. Takes a called strike 1.
There you go.
Go, Marty.
Upstairs.
1-1. Mikey's doesn't look himself. Definitely against the squad. Fly
he
ball.
clips it. Center
JT,
field,
that's right under it.
Makes the catch.
Ooh.
And the score is tied at 2.
Yes, sir. So we got 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1 error. They leave 3 left on. At the end of 1.5, I got 2 up.
Wow, so they left 6 runners on base in 2 innings.
Yes, sir.
That is ugly, and they had runners on. They had
And
bases loaded,
They are
1
hitting,
out.
Yes.
And they're hitting Mikey.
They
They're
are
hitting
hitting Mikey. Yes.
And he had a big walk over there also.
Correct.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Bernie Pindeck comes into the booth. Come step over here.
Oh.
We have Bernie Pindeck in the booth right now. Bernie, you had bases loaded. He just came off a walk, and you popped it up to the infield.
A little jumpy on the swings, you know?
More than jumpy. You know he's not going to
Can I ask
walk
you one question? What was your approach going to that bat? Was it try to get a fly ball?
Yeah.
That was
Playing
your
very
approach?
shallow.
You got to look to drive that. You can't just go in there and just look
Early,
at the
here's the thing. Early in the game, when the score's tied, go for the hit.
Yeah.
You know, if you're down by 1, late in the game, go for the fly ball, tie the game. Early in the game, it's a tie game. I'll tell you guys right now. I got Mikey, Arking, and then Ajmi. Early in the game, you're the 3-hitter on this team.
Yeah.
Try to get a hit.
Yeah.
All right, so
Maybe in the
tight
gap, hit something in the gap, pull something. Yeah. Not pull it, but hit something in the gap,
Yeah.
up the middle.
All right.
That's what I would do.
What are you going to do? You win some, you lose some, you know?
No, it was, look, it happens. What was the count? 0-2? 0-1? 0-1 was pitch. Was it?
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Listen, I tell this to everybody. Pitcher always when his base is loaded, the pressure's always on him.
How you feeling, by the way?
I had a crazy day,
I
man.
heard.
Crazy day. Woke up dizzy with a migraine.
This morning?
Yeah.
What happened? You
Oh
got
my
hit too?
God,
You
no,
got
you
hit
got
too?
dehydrated.
No, I
That happened
collapsed.
to me on Monday.
I collapsed yesterday, dehydrated from heat exhaustion.
Happened to me on Monday. I regular passed out in my dorm room. Passed out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was
Biking.
no, but we had a game yesterday. I was pitching, hitting, running.
Yeah.
Well, you know, by the way.
Ali Marshall hit a shot down the line.
Really?
I would have walked home from first base. But I'm rounding second, heading to third. I tell the third baseman, please call a timeout. I don't even remember if I touched third or not. I was out cold.
Disaster.
By the way, you know why I got that single?
Good hit, you.
He's representing.
I like that. First pitch is a ball from Mikey Shalom here.
Michael Ancona.
Mikey Shalom's the hitter, though.
Oh.
Ooh.
But thanks. By the way, you need to get a runner there. I'm sorry. You
What,
need,
for me?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Why?
You don't think it's too early in the game?
No, because you want to attack them early.
I played it perfectly. I scored.
You did. Here's the problem with that. The way he played that is he backhanded it instead of yep.
Lock
Okay.
up with your body.
Come on, Ed.
No, hello, Ike. It's early. I understand it's early in the game, but you want to get on the board there.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not
yes, you ended
sliding with
up-
anyone.
I know you ended up scoring, which it worked out. But I definitely would have gotten a runner there.
Yeah. There's no outs.
So now you guys know.
There's no outs, and I'm the only one on. I would do it.
No,
If I'm in scoring position and there's one out.
Listen, once you got the second base, you know a single with a faster guy is gonna get you in. You understand? Line drive. Is that a hit? That's a hit. Ooh, that was close.
That was very
No, he was safe, but it was close.
You know what's funny? I saw it in Modell's or whatever. I never saw a hat like that. It's a waterproof.
So basically,
It's rubber and it's nice, beautiful.
How much was it?
so basically, after giving up the 2 runs to tie the game, that's the runner.
By the way, Sam, don't worry. The fourth inning, we call in the sage order.
I got it.
I got it. So you have 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the second score, tied at 2.
Yes, sir.
Huh? No, but next
Okay,
time
so
you
after
roll.
tying the game and giving up 2 runs, they basically come back and they get the first 2 men on.
Having a nice start to the year.
Okay, here's the thing. That again, I'm going back to the second baseman again. He can't be there. Marcus Edgeby hits it up the middle. You have to move him here. He's basically in the
Ralph,
same
more to
spot.
first, Ralph, play it behind second base,
For
Ralph.
every single guy, whether it's a lefty or righty, he hasn't moved from that spot all day. That's bad positioning. Look at that. Where does he hit it? Where do you hit it?
It's a blue.
Where
Nice. Oh, it's dropped. It's a force at third base. They
Got it.
get it, and it's a fielder's
That's a
choice.
double play.
Double play.
And
It's a double play.
play.
That's a Norwood. That's a Norwood unconventional double play.
Unconventional.
Isaac Norwood direct style double play. And a break by 1.5.
Okay, but you see where he hits it there? Up the middle.
I don't know if this Adrian's working real.
Also, you don't think the outfield plays very shallow?
I'm not worried about that.
No, their outfield.
Have you ever seen a double play like that, not with Norwood involved, and actually unintentional? I don't think I've ever.
He
had
really missed that. He didn't just.
Yeah, I know, it
he
wasn't
was-
Norwood.
Yeah. He really,
It was an un-Norwoodese Norwood play.
They did that on purpose last week.
If Norwood does it on purpose. They
yeah,
don't.
he actually catches the ball and goes, oops.
He did that last week,
He
remember?
drops it, but,
He-
but they call it.
Yeah, he averages at least 1 a week. You know?
It's like
Go, Mike.
Saban's running away from first base.
Exactly. Yeah, unfortunately, he caught one of my players this year,
Really,
Ruby Shadow. So you deked him and he got it.
it really worked.
Yeah, it really
That
was.
encourages Saban to do that for the rest of his life.
Good play.
All right, wow.
He's
so
always
Hillel-
going to do it.
Hillel
So they
had
got
2
that
on,
shutout inning. That
nobody
shutout
out, and they got that fluke double play. And now we go to the 3rd inning, score tied at 2.
Yep.
And the Tigers are, they look a little out of sorts, look a little lost right now.
Not bad, not bad, not
The
bad.
first place Tigers don't look like a first place team. We have a nice little crowd on the bleachers. We have about 15 people on the opposition bleachers, and
Yep.
more
had-
coming.
And we had a lot this afternoon saying this could be the upset special of the week.
Everyone's saying that, but you know
Everyone's
what?
saying
I didn't
that.
believe it.
So far, it's 2-2 after 2.
I still think it's going to be a sweep by the Tigers. I think once they wake up, it's going to be an onslaught.
Look, we still got 5 more innings to go, so it's,
And I think Hillel wasted all their base runners early and didn't cash in.
who knows? Who knows? They are hitting him. So 6, like we said, 6 hits through 2 so far.
All right,
With
boys,
6
I'm
left
not
on.
sure if you're watching. Bernie actually has track. He actually won the World Series last year. Clutch in the semis.
Hey.
Charlesy, aside from his haircut. You got it? You got it?
I got it, thank you.
Charlesy, aside from his haircut, he's got nothing.
Okay, now do up. Charles Saruya, Al Sit, and Abe Saruya.
A real mommy with the off spray. Wow. The young 1.5 squad has the team mothers walking around with off spray, spraying everybody. We thank Mrs. Sit for spraying her son with off spray. There's no mosquitoes.
I would be embarrassed. Like, crazy. I would be like, I don't know this woman. I'm playing a big playing a game here. Have your mommy coming to the game? Wow. First pitch, way to go, professional. Let's go. Start him up. Good eye, good eye.
Put a hit from you, right?
No, how's it a hit? It's not even a fielder's choice. It's a force out. It's a force out. Wow! Carlos Abadi. He tracked that down professionally. That was a great play. Carlos Abadi, line drive right
Carlos Abadi, I missed
Ran
it
in.
apparently. I was arguing with Marcus about not getting a hit, but apparently he made a really nice play.
He did. Running in on the ball. So Al Cid is up again. Here's the problem with these guys that don't know Al Cid. Al Cid hits it in the 5.5 hole.
Really?
Notice his feet. You see how his feet?
Yeah, he looks like he's going the other way. No, I
So
don't
Gabe, here's the thing. Gabe is before he had him close to the middle. When he was up with the bases loaded, Al Cid. There you go.
There
Look
it
at that.
is.
Look at that.
That's a
See?
pool cue the other way.
See?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're talking about the approach.
I'm sorry.
Live,
Here's,
live television audience there.
it's you know what it is. It's I know every single guy, every single guy. Like it's just I study. That's it's crazy. I study every single hitter.
Spray chart.
Okay, so now with 2 strikes, he becomes more of a pull hitter.
It's hiding in the
Sammy,
box.
Sammy. There you go. Ground ball right to the
oh,
pitch.
off
Oh,
the arm.
Gabe,
Recovered.
got him.
And he's out at
got him.
first. Great recovery by Gabe Abadi. Off the hand, the ball was ricocheting up in the air.
So we scored that at 163 on the book.
163 put out.
Yep. Tommy, good call by the way.
Tommy Zambrano looking
That would have
very
been an infield
spry.
hit. If he beat that out,
Oh,
that's an
next inning. You have to
Sammy.
remind me because I was busy.
If he beats that out, that's an infield hit.
Yes.
That's an Ichiro infield
Yeah,
hit.
because yeah.
So with 2 outs here, Abe Surya is up.
AB Saruya. Oh,
Line
that's a
drive,
nice poke
and that's
right
a
at
third
Gabe.
out.
All right.
That was a quick inning for Mikey. That's exactly what he needed.
Yeah, he needed that desperately. And we
needed
have
that.
behind
That
us
was it.
Yakov Saruya,
And that was a nice, what?
guest into the booth.
I think that was like 7 pitches.
Yakov, come over here, please.
Yeah.
Yakov, give us a few words about your team. And what's your record now?
In Brooklyn,
No. What's your record?
The Night League, YMNS.
we're 2-2.
You're 2-2, and you won 2 games last week.
Yes.
Bottom
Are you
3.
clean shaved? Are you good the whole night?
No, in the bottom. No.
With the hair? You got a haircut?
No, but yeah.
Yakov Saruya knew he was going to be on television tonight.
Yeah.
Little did he realize it's only his voice and not actually his face, but
Did
he
you know
looks unbelievably sexy right now with his groomed beard and his hair.
Not
And
to,
we
not,
asked
not,
about
not
the
to
record.
talk,
We
asked
not to
about
talk
the
about it differently because we're M&S League.
Yeah, I don't know. Cause
The
I
Vegas
told you-
odds have this guy as a favorite to win
Right,
MVP.
so BKS World Series is coming up on Sunday. You're pitching one of the best regular season and now postseasons I've ever seen in any league competitively. Vegas odds came out today. You're heavily favored to win the MVP of the World Series. Yakov,
See that?
MVP.
I know it's disheartening that you're not pitching here at night, but I actually think it's the best thing for you for the spring league right now. Because this
It gives you a
league,
week to-
different
a couple-
ball, different players. I think it actually bodes in your favor for Sunday. But give me some scouting. Give me some. What are your thoughts on the upcoming World Series?
So actually, what most people don't know is that I'm actually a better pitcher when I have the gold ball in my hand.
Well, I know the
I'm
gold
a
ball is
faster
easier to
pitcher,
grip.
Not hitting wise, pitching wise.
Well, hitting, of course, better.
Yeah, but we're not even talking about. I'm talking about pitching wise. I throw it a lot quicker with the gold ball. And that's why people think like I'm always hittable in the Brooklyn League. People are like, oh, this guy can't throw, this guy can't hit. I mean,
So right now, all I hear is Yakov Saruya telling AB Sackett to get off the mound. That's all I hear.
AB's a great pitcher, so I would never kick him off, and he's too old. But I'll get my chance in this league. I'm not worried about it.
All right, so, Yakov, you were scheduled to go to Israel for a month and missed a significant part of the season. But once you saw what the league was all about, the Holy Land went on hold.
It wasn't Israel, but it was.
Nice catch by the third
Oh,
base.
that was your trip to Ibiza.
Chicago.
And then after Ibiza, you're going to, that's right, the Amsterdam trip.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to pass up on a golden, once in a lifetime golden opportunity trip for the league
Nice
obviously
Carlos.
speaks volumes about the league, and
Yeah.
we're excited
Even
to
when
have
I'm
you.
not on the mound.
Even when you're not on the mound, even when you're clutch going the other way, hitting big time hits, and there's no one more into it than you on the sideline. So, very happy to have you in the league,
Gotta lead
and
the team, yes.
looking forward to your next game. When do you play next week?
We're playing in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
They
You're
have
on a
a
bye
bye.
week.
They have a bye.
We're thinking about scheduling maybe Shimon. He said he wants to next week if he schedule something earlier.
Yeah, we love those. We love those rescheduled
A day
games.
that
and-
no one's playing, maybe.
yeah, those are the
whatever.
best. Get every game in
Yeah.
whenever we can.
Because right now we're going to be off for like 3 weeks.
3 weeks now. You
Last
have
time we played on,
early last week, and you're gonna have a bye week, and then
we're
there's
off till the
Right.
16th.
It gives you a
July
chance.
16th.
Maybe it's better for you for the Brooklyn League because it gives you a chance to focus on just Sunday and not have anything else to think about. But
Yeah, I'm
It's in
really
you
excited.
personally.
I'm really excited for Sunday.
While we were interviewing our Cy Young candidate, third baseman made a terrific play. Terrific play. Robbing Carlos Sabadia of a
that's
nice line drive.
That
DC,
was
right?
That wasn't a pick, right? It was actually a catch.
He actually caught it. Yep.
It's funny. Both times. I'm
And
looking
line
at-
drive to center field by Jordy. It's 2 out.
All right, now the defense settled in officially on both sides after the rocky first 2 innings. We have a 2-up game for anybody for the taking right now. I think the better defense will win. The game is 2-up.
It's 2-2, yes.
Game started in the third. It's bottom 3.
This is the third. Yes.
Third inning. Wow, good game.
Hillel left the bases loaded with 1 out
Here, again.
for the first 2 innings and couldn't cash in. 2 pop-ups to the infield.
Twice?
First inning and second inning.
And then they scored.
They scored in the second inning, 2, but then they had bases loaded 1 out and they couldn't score the fly ball. So Bernie Pindek had a pop-up to the infield.
Yeah, the 3-hitter for that.
So
Exactly.
that hurt, but
The
they
three-hitter.
weathered the storm and it's 2-up. And
Your position, Jimmy.
Huh?
That's your number, no?
I
bat 3?
I bat 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Here's one thing, by the way, that I wanted to mention. when Carlos was up, Al Cid actually moved in.
How many outs?
That's 2 outs. His last at bat when Los was up, he actually took 3 steps back. He learned from it and moved in.
Listen,
Los pulled the ball, and
That's good to see. That's good to see.
at least they're learning. That's
That was a 2-out walk for JT with nowhere close to those pitches. Maybe he just he doesn't realize that Gabe Abadi is just as lethal, if not more lethal, than JT.
yeah. Gabe is one of the obviously best players in the community.
Yeah, Gabe
Offensively,
has
hitting.
his talent is the best. He hasn't played in a bit, and it looks like he's coming into it a little bit more. That's a hot shot, same spot that he did the first time.
Who's this kid?
Got him.
Out at first, nice throw, and again, now we go to the top of the 4th inning, score tied at 2.
So no
I don't-
runs, 1 hit, 1 walk that inning, 1 left on, and
I don't think any of us saw a 2-up ball game in the 4th inning over here. We all thought that the Tigers are going to be running away with this game.
going to the top of the 4th.
Top of
It's
the
2-2.
4th. This is wild.
Good calling, by the way.
I think
Great
it's
call.
I think it's good competition, these two teams.
Yeah, but no one
Themselves.
gave the Tigers, I mean the
Yes.
1.5 squad a chance.
I
myself
don't think the
included.
Tigers are the record they show,
Again, like we said, a lot of
right?
I
a
think
lot
they're
of
playing
players
down-
in our league predicted an upset tonight. At least 1 win.
Listen, or you could say
I
the
don't
Tigers.
think I don't think the Tigers' record is what they show, and I
Tigers are
don't think
playing-
your record is what you show either.
the Tigers are playing down to their competition right now. That's what it comes down to.
You're
When
on
you
a
guys-
1-3 record.
No, with 2-2. With 2-2, man. Come on.
So who fell to?
Max Yedid, I believe, is 1-3.
Yeah, you have.
You're 2-2.
Yeah, we're 2-2.
Correct.
We lost 2
You're
games
500, yes, yes,
after up 5-0 and 4-0.
yes, yes.
All right, guys, I'm getting
know what it is.
What's that?
Now know what it is.
Yes, Norwood is 1-3.
I'm getting the
Each of the teams
GoPro
won
cam
3.
ready. GoPro.
Yeah, what were you about to ask me?
The GoPro kid is right next to me.
No, I don't know if I was. No, all I was saying is that a lot of guys predicted. Oh, here's what I was going to ask you. You played them week 1. That was the 1-0 game, right? Was that your team?
Yeah,
Yes.
we lost 10-7.
That was one of the most entertaining.
Yeah,
games.
1-0. Yeah.
That was one
By
of
the way, our team just didn't play softball. If we would play this pitcher again, we would rock him.
So now,
That's why the
myself.
benefit of the schedule. I
I
agree.
would rock him.
now leading off.
Hello. Now I think Aaron Dweck was the only guy that got on base in the first game.
Really?
So Mikey,
Yeah,
as you
we didn't hit
see,
the ball.
has a plan. He knows what he's
But
doing.
look, I see. Yeah, but
And you can't argue with his record. I'm sorry. You could always say, I'll rock him. No one's rocking him. The guy gave up 1 earned run against you guys that night.
yeah, I got that. But
So the
I've been
8,
playing
9, 10 hitters are up now for the Hello Squad. Line drive.
Hot shot.
Oh,
Oh, and it through the wickets of
an
Gabe Abadi. That's an error.
These kids are not playing.
Tough play, kid.
Kids are not
What's
playing.
that second
A guy
ball?
like Gabe Abadi's got to make that play.
Yeah,
that
right
ball,
through Bill Buckner.
one
an error,
hopper
right?
through the
What?
legs.
It's an error.
Yeah, right through his legs. Yeah.
It's an error.
He'll tell you
And it's a
himself.
one-up, and that's a one-up.
He'll tell you himself. He'll make that play. He'll
Yeah,
tell you himself.
that's for sure.
Okay, now up.
Ike Batesh.
Ike Batesh. Last at bat hit a line drive base hit to right center.
Ike Batesh himself ordered the Sage menu again, and the kitchen is closed because they just don't have enough staff to make all the food that he ordered. That's a pitch to hit.
Good pitch. I'm gonna pick that.
That's a pitch to hit.
Ike is a great hitter. Let me just say one thing.
Yeah.
You're on his
If he
team,
uses-
right?
Yeah, if he uses his legs a little more, he'll be ridiculous. Hitter.
Oh, and he pops it up. He used nothing but his wrist over there.
It was funny. As I was saying it, if
Yeah.
he uses his legs,
That was a Joe
Why,
Girardi
Vaselli?
swing from
huh? He
1996.
was on my team in the spring league. Yeah,
What happened this week?
we got swept. It was crazy.
Wow.
First game was a good game. Down, we lost
How about
4-2.
your brother? How about Max?
Split.
Max split. Yeah.
They
What's that
won.
mean?
They won game 1, and game 2 they lost. They almost won. They had
And
a
they don't play
comeback.
game 3 the same day?
Game 3.
Grounder.
Yeah, he's gonna miss that. He's not
Nice play, Gabe.
That's good.
Wow, that was a really tough hop where you got a glove on
So
it.
what? They played a different day. They played
This is
next
what we mean by this. That's the short stop. That was a tough play.
week? Joe just called me. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, where are you? I'm here already.
Meathead! Meathead! Meathead!
Let me say if you don't come in 5 minutes.
So the
don't
leadoff
come-
hitter's
don't
up now.
be-
Teddy
Tell him bring me
Brown.
Echo from the barbecue. I'm starving.
What?
Happy order, D. Six
What?
flags.
I'm sitting here with Sammy and Jimmy, and we're all starving. And Sammy wants to know if he brings some Echo, some barbecue stuff.
I'm not joking, JoJo.
Hello. They posted on Coney posted in the chat this week. Today's like he sent out some picture of barbecue. So Coney's like, "Is that the barbecue for us after we win?" So I wrote in the chat. I said, "You won't get ice in the winter from JoJo."
100%. He's the cheapest
I
Jew
said,
there
"You won't
is.
get ice in the winter." I said, "Forget barbecue."
JoJo, I want.
barbecue.
He won't even give me the charcoal. You freaking cheap meathead.
And you want us to say on the cam again, "Sewer your barbecue" again.
Joe, you bring me food or what?
Line drive. Ooh, what a play by
Nice
Jordy.
play,
Joe.
Jordan Meld. Defense picked it up. Joe, am I getting food from you, Joe?
That's Jordy's position.
Give me
Inside.
my damn food.
That is Jordy's position right
You know,
there.
that's where he belongs, George. Bring me hot dogs. I'm hungry.
Bring anything. Hot dog, sauerkraut. Tommy's hungry. Come on. All right,
Bottom
stop off
four.
at the restaurant.
Sammy,
Buy some
bottom four.
something.
I got 2-2.
You can't get ice in the winter from you. Forget it. Oh, you're unbelievable. Don't come Sunday.
All right, boys. Let me know what you want me to do. Should I tilt it to
Don't
third
come
base?
Sunday. Don't
I'll do
come.
it.
We'll do. Yeah, we'll definitely do it. If we're winning without you. So. I'll see you soon. Joe, but by the way,
Yeah.
that Grand Slam, if that was a goal ball, forget it.
No, but it didn't
That
even
would have
have
been
to be a
over, right?
goal ball.
No, it's
What do you
gorgeous.
mean? It's great. What is he talking about? It's a great angle.
What is that?
It's the live stream.
Oh yeah, what about it?
No, they
What
said
are we
you can't
missing?
see
We're missing
third.
first
Jimmy, you
base?
saw
No,
a
you
shot.
can see both.
So Jojo saw.
1 second.
Beautiful.
You got to score.
On the throw?
Yeah.
On the very own.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
What's
It's
going on?
fine, no?
They're missing first, but they got too much.
Yeah,
over
we didn't
here.
finish yet.
No, I want that. I don't care about this. All right, Shimmy, what the hell are you talking about? It's unbelievable
Right?
angle.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I bowled with him here years ago.
okay, come cheer us on. I did.
Because many
Why
times.
don't you want to echo?
Because you know what it is? Saving. Because most of the times, like,
That's too easy.
Oh my
What do you
god.
think I did? I put thingy in
Smells
there.
unbelievable. That smells.
I'll tell you why. Because Sammy, almost every play is that contains first base. That's why. So you want to see if it's a wild throw, if it's a great throw.
But
That shot was.
what would you rather have?
What, third base?
Play at third base or a throw where
No,
it goes
why
at
not?
first?
Instead of, I'm not saying to eliminate third. I'm just saying maybe eliminate a little of the foul territory at third.
There's no foul territory though. It's on the line. It's clipping the bag.
Jimmy, let's have a little Q&A right
No,
now.
this.
Jimmy,
Ike, bring it in.
Is it?
We're here with Ike Batesh. Yesterday in the spring league, he took one
Right.
off the noggin. He was mildly concussed. He's actually, I think, a bit smarter. After that, Ike, give us a few words. How you feeling?
thank God when it happened, I really didn't. Took me a few seconds to
See,
realize.
he's
what
slurring his words. The guy's still, again, but there's no difference than yesterday
Good
before he got hit.
Thank God. Mikey Schaum got me through everything, gave me advice and everything. Credit to him. That's why I popped up to. That's why I popped up to the
Really
infield.
did? I don't know what. I believe me, I don't know what that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jimmy, can we have a little? Q&A
High
right
fly
now?
ball
What's your thoughts
out,
on
Mike,
it?
center field.
The only person I saw was Joe Eshko. Like I don't know any. Thank
All right,
you.
this is for
I appreciate
Shimmy.
it.
All right, this is for Shimmy. Shimmy, how's that?
Jimmy,
Shimmy, how's
as you being a pitcher, in the
And now I
YMSL,
lose third base.
You interview me?
Yeah. Well, what do you?
Let's see. Yeah, they're telling me to tilt it towards first, but if I want to see.
Mike, after him, Mike. Go after him, Mike.
Can't, 'cause then you're gonna miss the play.
This is fine.
No, so you leave it, yeah.
I'm losing third base over there.
Round ball to third.
Down
Go
ball,
in.
third base. Picks
Fires.
it up. Low throw. Charles, you can't scoop it. Yeah, I'm missing first and I'm missing third now. No, that's yeah. Charles. Related to you?
Is there two
Yeah,
Surees
the
on this team?
shortstop.
Two Surees on this team?
He's yeah.
AB also? Who's AB?
Abe's shortstop.
Yeah.
So you fixing the gas?
What?
Yes, running. I got it.
Yeah, it's their last runner.
Yes. They used the first one from Mikey last time.
runner.
Jimmy,
What's up?
you being a pitcher on the YMSL and watching this up and coming pitcher, Michael Ancona, what thoughts do you have on it?
He's good. He does something I don't do, which is get first pitch strike. He does something I don't do, which is get first pitch strike.
See any potential in him?
Yeah, definitely. He throws strikes. That's basically the name of the game.
Mikey Schaum
High
flies
fly
up the
ball,
center.
deep center field, out.
He's tagging.
Runner's
He's
tagging
tagging.
from
There's a
third.
play at second.
Safe, no tag.
That is a good call. That is a good call.
All right.
So that courtesy runner that they
Here
just
comes
used
the. Okay, what do we got?
is big. Man on second, 2 outs. And our king is up in the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom 4, 2 up, 2 out, 2 out, right?
Let's go. Take it off. Oh, no fielding. No.
Oh, here it is. Arthur's spot. Score tied at 2 in the bottom.
Okay, again, Pindek. Tell your guy. He hits it
Ralph, up the middle, Ralph. Behind second base.
right there. There you go.
This mountain visit is presented by Sage Fine Dining.
And by the way, hello, Pindek. I would even tell. And Conan, you can pitch around me. Go after him.
Score tied at 2
Yeah,
in the
he
bottom
doesn't
of
have to
the
make a
4th.
perfect pitcher.
2 out. Parking
Love
takes
it,
a
Mike.
bold strike one.
His last up bat, he got a hit.
Tightly contested ball game after a shaky
Because
start.
a base hit here is definitely going to score a run.
Base is definitely going to
Yes,
score
I think.
Eddie Harari.
So he's going to, because he's very fast.
So you think they're scoring right now?
No, so that's why I'm saying don't give him a perfect pitch.
Oh, there's a base hit! Six on a hop! And he throws to the plate, cut off. One scores 3-2 Tigers.
That's what
That's
I'm
a
saying.
clutch hit for
Eric,
Arkin.
did you hear what I just said?
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, by the way.
That's exactly dangerous. It is what I was saying. Is don't make him a perfect pitch. You could walk him. What's up, Lee?
What's going
You
on?
could walk him and go after this guy.
Looks like you're coaching these guys, Jim.
No way. No one would have made it out.
Nice
Nice
hit.
shot.
Nice play. All right, but they score a run and we go to the 5th inning.
Did you hear what I just said?
What's going on?
Yeah, they should have
All right,
walked.
come, Eddie. Our next panelist in the booth, we have another young starting pitcher. Before we
I
spoke to
honestly
Yakov
said
Saruya.
walk.
Now we have Eddie Harari. Eddie, now that you have a good view of the league, and you went up against
Only because
arguably the best
Hockey's
lineup
much
in the
better.
entire league, Saban After Dark, what are your thoughts on the
I
league
wanna-
overall, and what do you
He's
think?
too fast. Don't throw
How are
it
you
up.
going to adjust? Actually, is a good question because you couldn't close out Game 1.
Throw it to
Yet.
second, that's it. Don't throw.
So yeah, game one definitely
I'm saying, I would
would like to close
six
that
out
one
in
out.
right field.
You know, walk me through that inning, and I should say walk because you had 2 big walks in that
Yeah,
inning.
terrible.
He had to go.
Terrible. So
cut it.
that's something I've actually been working on is the walks, but at the same time not putting over good pitches for
You know, Eddie,
hitters like Jimmy and
I
Ali,
think-
these type of guys. You
I
can't
think-
give them a cookie. You give these guys a cookie, they put it over someone's head out there.
Eddie, I think the way you were accustomed to pitching in the Brooklyn League, where
Right.
you know you can walk guys to get the next
Get the
guys
next
out,
strikeout, right?
over
This is
here that's
gonna
not the
work here.
case because the lineups don't end over you.
100%, 100%. So that was just really a game plan switch, you know, especially with the defense over here that I have behind me.
You have to trust. You got to trust your D.
And Joe Safarati, among others,
Right, and that
might be one of the strongest defense in the league.
right. So now the thing is, every team this year has a similar, if
Right,
not the same, if not
100%.
better. So
100%.
you have to trust your defense. You got to pitch to contact, and you know that.
Yeah, 100%.
We're in the top of the 5th. Scores
yeah.
3-2 Tigers.
I definitely think we should have had game one.
And Game 2, you took care of
Game
business.
two,
You
we
got
took care of business.
listen, you
know?
got hit. You got hit.
Yeah, to be expected. Be expected. When you're going up against a lineup like that, you know, you're not expecting to shut these guys out.
Imagine you
Going
got the
against
sweep. Though.
professional hitters.
Imagine you got that.
Oh, if
sweep.
we got that sweep, that would have been crazy.
Oh, it's a nice
What a
line
shot.
drive the other way.
Great
That's a
shot.
pretty hit for Cohen.
Yeah, that could actually hit me pretty good too.
He's a good hitter.
He's a hitter.
David
He's got a
Cohen.
beautiful swing. He goes
So
up there like a
Pindeck is
pro.
up. Pindeck
He
is
goes
up
up there
again.
like a pro.
BP, last time up, he had the bases loaded.
Okay, here's the problem with this team. They don't even have a third base coach.
Right. Maybe I'll go coach them.
Why the heck is no one coming up first?
This is again.
I actually think they're gonna pull out more than the 1.5. That's
I
out
don't know
there,
about that.
You know.
Nobody doesn't know because last year in the playoffs, he was rotating
this-
those left field gap shots.
It really bothers me. How do you not?
Who's
So
their coach
again,
from Hillel?
the
Let's
young,
get him here.
the young, inexperienced 1.5 squad does not put a third base coach on in the biggest spot. And Pindeck hits a weak fly ball to center field. Again, there was no plan on that swing. They need Pindeck to come up big.
LH, look alive, baby!
Again, Marty
He might
Antony
be
up.
the strongest hitter.
Marty is their
This
strongest
guy, this
hitter.
guy ready to clean up.
He's 18 going on 40, this
Yeah.
guy.
Got a nice shot.
I would
on me,
flip
too.
flop them next
Triple down
game
the
and
line.
have this guy 3, the other guy 4.
You know what's funny? Before the game, when they were making the lineup and Sit showed me, I actually recommended that their better hitter bats third, but, you know,
You know what we did? We switched.
You always want your best hitter to get up in the first inning also.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I do.
I agree with that.
I'm batting 3.
That's why I only go 2 or 3.
move.
You
gotta
go 1, 2,
bat-
3 in the first inning, he leads off. That doesn't help you.
That's why I always
Just
love
like
batting.
in the
Right
majors.
after Joe, it's amazing.
Just like in the
See, this
majors,
is-
when you have
see
your
what I
highest
would do?
OBP
Just
guy
fade
leading
out.
off,
I
you have
made
to
that
have your
less
most
bad as
contact
that.
guy.
Go coach
Guy
third.
first.
Joey needed to get that walk.
Oh, the other way, foul ball, hitting team, hitting team.
That's a fair ball with the umpire on the mound.
Say what?
That's a fair ball when the umpire's behind the mound.
Eddie Harari making a very snide remark saying that would have been a home run if Troy was umpiring on the mound.
I don't know about a home run.
It's funny, he's making the joke out of it. It benefited his team.
Beneficiary of the call. You know, at least he's calling it spade
Oh,
a
you guys
spade.
got the homer.
Listen, it is what it is.
Nusi Yakubovich not hitting well this year, but he got the benefit of the, the most
Goes in
lopsided
the books
call.
as a 3-run home run.
I must say, by the way, it's a beautiful night.
It's gorgeous.
Better than the night
Balmy.
we had. The night we had, I think, was
Right,
very
it was
hot.
hot.
Yeah, it was
It's a nice
dying.
breeze in the air.
The breeze, that's
It was
what.
gorgeous.
Line
Oh,
drive.
ground ball. Jordy Fields goes the easy bag. Out at second. 2 away.
Go out, guys.
They need this guy, Charles Eastery, to wake up
Looks like a good Tiger.
and be the hitter. He got the haircut, but now he's got to match it at the plate. because he and Bernie Pindek were the two guys that just couldn't come through with the fly ball. So they need him to come back here with at least a double or something.
I'm ready. I hope my team is.
Ooh. Something just
Mikey
happened. I think.
Shalom just
He
tripped
just-
on the
I
mound.
think he just tweaked an ankle. No, he definitely tweaked an ankle. I saw that.
Hold on, let's see if he's all right.
I slipped a couple times against you guys. I don't know if you caught it or not.
What?
You probably would have heckled me on it.
You know what it is? That's not my game. Not gonna lie to you. I tried. Look, I'll try to. Here's what I did. The only thing I did to you was say the last 3 outs are the hottest to get. I'm not gonna, because I pitch in the morning league. I'm not gonna go and say Eddie Harari. I'm not gonna do any of that. You know, I'm not gonna do any of that. It just,
I don't want to say anything.
Last 3 outs are the hardest.
I made it obvious. Last 3 outs are the hottest. You know, that's the only thing I kept saying. I'm sure you heard it, no?
We
You
had
heard me saying it.
a 4-0 lead the second game, and I gave up 1 run in the 7th inning. You know what I'm saying? 2 guys out on me was my hardest inning.
My catcher?
Yeah, what's his name? Bawabra.
Yeah, I love my
He
catcher.
goes after the game. He goes, "You heard me?" I was like, "Heard what?" He goes, "Yeah, I made up a chant for you. Peppercorns." I was like,
Not gonna lie to
What's
you,
that mean?
half the things you zone out. As a pitcher, you zone
Mikey
out.
looks like he recovered from his little
"Win the
ankle
category,
issue.
man. Trying to-
You zone out half the stuff. Look, you do hear some of the chirping, but you zone it out.
Kind of like,
Line drive, right at Carlos, and that's another inning. We're going to the bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th inning.
3-2.
Score is 3-2 Tigers. And again, I'm going to reiterate that they are kicking themselves 1.5 for leaving the bases loaded in the first and second inning with 1 man out, and they couldn't come
And
through.
the funny thing is, I told the kid behind me, Pindex, I said, walk Arkin. He's a better hitter than Marcus. Go after Marcus. It's 2 outs now.
You're saying that, but Marcus is batting like a 600 this year with a bunch of base hits off A.B. Saka.
you know what? I was
We
very
had the
impressed
second
with this
baseman
pitcher.
right there.
This pitcher, I've been very
Yeah,
impressed.
Michael Ancona.
Unbelievable.
So it's 3-2 going into the bottom of the 5th.
You guys keeping the games there.
We got the last, and Simon Dweck, and then top of the order, Carlos Savannah, and then JR.
Well, you can't say that I was already signed.
Well, no, because
They're not part of the
what happens is you're on a site and you're either open or you close. If I closed myself out, I would have been fine. That's what I did. I went on the site, closed myself out, so they couldn't sign me, and I was already signed.
Kill it. All right, we're gonna come up with
Next time, if I ask you,
Go get the
Mike should have screened up. To have him more.
So
But I think
You
I
guys
told
going
him
one
that
game,
would've
one
been
game?
more. What? What about my team? I don't know yet. We're still
Do you have
thinking
any
about
hot
it.
takes?
No, I'll tell you the truth. We're still
Saying,
we're
yeah.
thinking about it. We're
It
thinking
sounded
about
like that's what you guys.
I told him
that
right
was
after
your plan.
to work around next time. he's over.
it. No. In that, what I'm saying, in that situation, with 2 outs, first base open, and the guy after is weaker. Yes, he's been hot, but he's weaker than, and he positioned it perfect. He would have been a ground ball right out.
As a pitcher,
That's how it was.
you would walk him, take your base, or walk pitch around. What would
Me,
what would your
I'll
game
pitch him
plan
hard.
be? Pitch him hard.
Yeah.
No, nothing easy.
The problem is he was throwing him everything right there. You know, that's what this guy does. He just throws a lot right there, and it's too.
I think he has good stuff. I think he'll be a very good pitcher. I think he'll be a very good pitcher.
fair. Fair ball. That's a big, lucky blue pit.
See, that's a problem. See, hold on one second. That's a problem with the. Again, Sammy. Al Sit doesn't. He DHs in the morning league. That's a rookie mistake because that's a 10 hitter and he's playing him again in the boondocks. Look, what's going on? He's about to pitch before Sit's even ready.
Carlos Abadi.
Sit's is running to his position now while he's
Listen,
back
you
there.
have the red shirt on. Just go coach a little bit.
What's their numbers? What's Carlos' numbers today?
So far he's 1 for 2.
1 for
Hello,
2,
I
and he
know
got a
you're
rock.
dying to coach these guys.
Yeah, see now, look, now Sit's taking a couple steps back. That's another mistake. So I
Route
thought
behind
his
second
last step back,
base.
he played him in.
You guys gotta get a coach.
Oh, and he fisted the other way.
Nice.
Nice
What a
catch.
man. Wow.
He's a
That
Wharton
was a
man.
beautiful play by the second
You
baseman.
learned that in Wharton.
That wasn't nice.
Got the angle down.
Look, not to pick on
Ralph,
Sit.
behind second base, Ralph.
Future alumni at Wharton University.
That's no joke, Warren.
He's
He goes to Warren?
Yeah.
The second baseman?
top business school.
Yeah, it is. Jeff Son went there. No, that's
Wait,
Warren
it's
is
not
Penn.
UPenn.
It's
Yeah.
UPenn. Warren is UPenn.
Yeah.
business school in Penn.
Yeah,
He goes there.
Getting into Wharton is no joke.
yeah, no, you did something.
And of course, Rob being
Pop them up.
Hi, Pop, and the Wharton grad is
Wow.
called off by Charlesy.
And of course,
See,
you know,
also, like you see
Rob
that?
being Carlos
That should have
Abadie
been
is also
that should have been
no
a
joke.
routine pop up to the second baseman.
Yeah,
It
why
became a
did-
sliding catch by the first
Why
baseman
are you going for that?
Jackie Towell up now.
with 2 outs.
That's really the second baseman's ball.
That's what second baseman's ball.
Of course, it's second base.
First baseman's
By the way,
ball.
he drops that, he can kick it. You know what I mean? If
The first baseman's supposed to
Difference what
stay
he drops
put.
that. There's no one at first to play
You
that
know what?
ball.
No harm, no
That was a
foul.
foul.
Catch was made. No biggie. Oh, another weak hack. Hitting team. Thank you.
that hits a cut.
And Kona throwing heat now late in game one.
Rising, there's no
But
way
I'm
he's
saying,
gonna-
these are just little things that.
Can't touch that, bro. There's no way.
Jackie Towell still trying to break out of that early season slump.
Great
Well,
news
so
for
far he's
Ancona.
hit a sack fly and he walked.
Wow. Ooh. I don't know where that was.
Blue.
So far, he has no official at bat today.
Probably
He's
inside.
0 for 0 so far.
With
Jackie
a
Towell.
sack fly and a walk.
Yep.
Don't
Line
you know?
drive.
You know,
two strikes.
Jackie looks like he's not catching up to Ancona right now. Even though he's choking up on the bat.
Today there was a 4
Today
o'clock.
JT is 0 for 0, like Jimmy said, with a sack fly and a walk.
No
Oh, you
official
know
at
what I'm
bat.
doing this week.
When I played against
There was a 4 o'clock conference call this afternoon with the 6 captains and we thought we were gonna get his prediction who he's gonna pick. Morning league.
I spoke to him about it before the game. You know what he said? JT said that he wants to take the Ducks,
But he's not.
but his team won't let him take the Ducks.
He's gonna pick the winner between Raw and Lockwood.
You know, by the way, big congratulations to Michael and Kona. Just got accepted to Yeshivat Moreshet Yeshivat. Just got accepted.
That's a school in Israel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good for him.
Got
It's not
accepted.
shady, but you have a tree there.
So there's 2 outs here, 2-2 count for JT. The pitch. What the hell was that?
Ralph behind
And he
second
just got
base.
picked off.
And
He just got picked off.
Wow, Noah Mays.
So there's no official at bat for JT. That's just the pickoff.
Noah Mays just took advantage of the opposition leading,
JT would lead
and he
off.
was picked off first base. And I don't know where he was going. He got caught napping. I guess
Going to the 6th.
it was a hit and run or something, and he just didn't hit it.
I think he thought it was full count, and that was ball 4.
Wow,
That's
I
what
think
it was.
that's what happened. He must have thought it was a full
It was
count.
full count.
He was
thought it
off on the merry-go-round, and he got picked off. That's a huge out right now because now we're in the 6th inning and it's a 3-2 game.
That might be a
Sometimes I think
momentum
this is actually
swinger.
better, man.
I love
Now
that.
we
That
know.
might have been what they
Now he's
need.
actually, he's
You know,
gonna
What,
lead
the
off.
fact that he had 2 strikes?
Yeah,
Now
he's gonna lead off now. If he would have got on, they would have got the next guy out. Now he has
You
a
don't
fresh
know.
inning.
You know.
No, you don't know, but it's 2 outs.
He hits a double there, scores a
But
one.
this is why, by the way, I don't know if you guys know.
But if he gets on, it's
This is why a lot of times, even when I'm on the bases, where I'm in first, second, or third, I will scream out, "Blue, what's the count? Blue, what's the count?"
yeah. The catcher's got to be screaming that.
And you know, coaches.
I
very
Tommy, I don't. When I'm on the bases, I scream it sometimes. I say, "Blue, what's the count?" I guess the kid didn't know that. I think the kid thought it was full count,
He thought it was ball 4.
and that's why he went. Let me tell you something. You're so gassy. For Carlos, one at bat you played him deep, the next at bat you played him in, and then the last at bat you played him even deeper. He doesn't hit it so far. You play him very shallow. Yeah.
We
See
got
where
Joe
he's
here.
at?
Joe's pulling up.
Maybe right there.
He's here, Joe. See.
Is Joe S
Tell the
coming?
outfield, he doesn't do it.
Joe S coming? Yeah, he's coming after the game.
So we got
And DT's here now.
I got
Just Joe?
Al Sit leading off, Abe
do it all
Saruya,
together?
and Michael Ancona.
I heard BTS is now in deals.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
I didn't know
They're in the playoffs.
So it's
So this is the 6th inning. We are 3-2 game.
my dad's Jimmy.
Moses on our team. Moses.
Yeah, he's his cousin.
Oh, you're on his team? Yeah.
I'm on his team, yeah.
That's all right. He's
I'm joking, I'm
on your
joking.
team.
It's a joke. We're on the same team, and it's no, it's DT's team.
Sammy.
What are you laughing at?
It's the general dogs. I can't laugh.
Oh, well, I was just wondering what you were laughing at. Us? All right. You could laugh. You could laugh.
Good up,
We
man.
got top 6, huh?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I told him before the game. Like I told him this afternoon.
Yeah.
I said having an umpire. Every umpire is different. You know, some umpires they have longer games. And, you know, Tommy has one of the quickest games. Quickest games.
In general. Happens to be like that.
And I mentioned it to Sam and Max. I don't think they knew. We're already in the 6th inning. We're only playing for 1 hour.
I'm not at the show. That's why before 4 hours. That's my first
Yeah, don't do touch.
Now joining us here in the booth is Jojo Saruya, coming out of his barbecue.
Brought to you by Saruya Barbecue.
Line
Okay.
drive,
No, I'll take it in a
right
minute.
left field,
It's gonna drive.
and he's right under it.
I'm gonna come, okay? I'm not so Sam is stopping. No, Sammy's right there.
No, I'm good. What is that?
He's
Potato
dead.
chips?
We'll bring in a minute.
So there's one out here in the top of the sixth. The hitter is Abe Saruya, shortstop for the 1.5
Are you related to these series?
Hillel squad.
Both of them? They're cousins? What is that? That's hot.
One out.
Sam, here.
Look at the hot dogs you brought.
Oh, you son of a bee! Why?
Why?
Play the echo. You.
One, so it's 1-1. Okay, so this Tiger squad definitely have the scouting report on Abe Saruya. He does play in the morning league. JT definitely has them positioned properly. The
JoJo
outfield-
Saruya and now joins us in the booth.
I went to 7-Eleven for you.
The outfield is
I'm out
positioned
here.
perfect. Very
I
shallow.
was kidding. If they didn't offer him food, then
Line, ground ball.
Then I agree.
Short center.
But I think they offered him.
Fields
food.
fires.
Oh, and Hillel takes advantage of the throw. Oh!
There you go.
Okay. Hold this. Tying run at second base.
Should I go for it?
No.
Okay, so we have the tying run on second base here in the sixth inning.
We got it's top six.
Top
one
six,
out.
one out. Michael
There
Ancona,
it is,
the pitcher.
Michael Ancona, biggest spot of the game.
Tigers, 3-2.
One out, no?
One out. Cool. I honestly don't know this thing.
One man out. Tying run in scoring position.
Not a bad picture.
Oh, he's standing in his face.
First pitch. First pitch.
From here, I'm scared.
What, for the catcher or for the hitter?
Yeah. Like they want me to catch.
Was that a
everything on
pickoff
my
throw?
Picking it up here in the top of the sixth. Down
Okay, so the count's 1-0. This is a big at bat.
Michael Ancona.
Line drive! Base hit! Oh
Late
my
jump.
no.
JT
Oh,
comes
no.
up throwing,
Safe.
and he can't hang on. He would have been out.
That's a single.
And he's safe at third.
One out.
We have runners in the corners, one out.
I could
And
have
a
catch.
fly ball ties it up. And we have big ball.
Wow.
at
There he
play.
Al. On Saturday night? On Saturday night?
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so now this is a big at bat of the game. First and
First two
third.
times they had a runner on third, less than 2 out. They could not convert. Now let's see if Ike Batesh can do his job.
Okay. Hello. I've played with Ike all season. I hate to say this. He's gonna pop it up. Right now.
Yeah. He's gonna go for the deep.
He's gonna pop it
Not
up.
gonna go for a long drive.
And you know what I hope? You know what's gonna be bother? He might even swing first pitch and pop. So, and this is from playing with him all season. Wow. No, he's fine. He's fine. He took first pitch high.
He would have swung at that for him. Oh, he was wrong with that. It's pitch. That's
Took
pitch.
first pitch high. Nice. Good. Good for him. There you go. He played a whole season with me. He let one thing. Picked up one thing. Counts 1-1. 1 out.
Oh no, that might not be deep enough.
I send him. I still send him. I still send him.
Catch.
I still send him. I still send him. I still
The
send him.
ball is cut off. Great play,
Why would
Mikey.
you not?
And the third
no,
time
he wouldn't.
today.
No way.
I was talking about. No. As a runner in first, you got to be at second.
Get
Though.
a hit from
Oh, him, not third. Yeah.
What he did at third is not so bad. You bluff him, and if he makes the throw, you go back.
How did not hit that the right field on the field? I don't care who it is.
No. But I would at least the guy should be at second. That's what I would do.
Even if you're the best hitter, you got to
So now there's 2 outs.
You try to go to right field, but he big time, you can't pop.
This guy did come up with a big hit before earlier in the game. Yes, he did.
ground ball. Jody Fields.
Hey.
Fields it. Fires. Oh, that first fire. Oh, and they can't drive the run. It was so close. And the score is 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the sixth.
That was Gabe. Yeah, you said Jody. That was Gabe.
At least give Gabe the credit.
Hey, you can't mix up you guys with the shirts. The blue and the black.
So it's 3-2, bottom 6.
You can't mix it up with the shirt.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, two different colors.
The black and his
Tommy.
blue.
Wasn't even close. But they've been playing.
No, he's step.
He was out.
Wow. And
Half a step. He was out.
and sorry, Jordy. Gabe Abadi, guns out. The guy at first base made a perfect throw, and Hillel so close yet so far all game long. Again, third time today that a runner on third base, less than 2 out, and the third time they couldn't get the fly ball.
Not that it means anything or matters or anything, but he was off the bed there.
The sage
But,
guy.
you know
The
what?
sage guy.
Let me ask one thing, Sam. Let me ask you one thing. Do they have 10 guys today? 12 guys? How many guys do they have?
Who? Halil?
Do you want me to put this in the fork?
11.
They have 11. I probably would have pinched it.
Pinch hit for Ike? Why?
I know it's crazy.
Ike had a triple last game.
I don't know their whole team, but I would have. Because I played a whole season with him. There's some guys that live for these worthless RBIs. He doesn't know how to the situation, unfortunately.
Such a night. I want to play right now.
I said a beautiful night.
Gorgeous.
Right there. I don't want dirty hands in my food.
You should have made a championship.
Funny thing is, I did call Papa.
Yeah.
I would have pinched it for him. I played with him all season.
I think it's like a 70%.
The only reason I would.
I'll tell you what. Like I said, I played with him all season. Cool. That's what, I don't know. They're pinch hitters, so that's the problem.
No, the question was maybe you put someone with a lot of speed, pinch hit. You know, you hit one on the ground, not a double play, you might score a run.
Sweet.
So look who's coming back. So JT gets a new count now.
Fresh count.
Fresh count.
Fresh count. What's going on?
It's 3, 4, 5. We get JT, Gabe, and El Harari.
Guys, the meat.
Right here.
Right there.
Guys, they're better than we thought. Better than we thought.
Okay, guys, clear out the booth over here.
Jackie Towell just came into.
Apologies to the Hillel.
Sammy, JT just came into the camera and just said this Hillel team is better than what we thought they were.
Of course they are if you're almost blowing a game right now. They're lucky to be having a lead.
He apologized to Hillel Nation as well.
He can't apologize. After what he said, and after the words that came out of his mouth, there
He
is no
texted me today.
apologizing.
So when I gave him the line, this afternoon, right? That he was favorite. He goes, it should be minus 10,000. We're gonna mercy both games.
Fireworks in center field. Post fourth. Wow, it's gorgeous.
Our
Gotta take a
our
picture.
ground crew here is
Sponsored by Sage.
usually we get the fireworks after a home run, but the ground crew is getting it earlier.
Fireworks sponsored by
You
Sage.
can't get a worse spot. Move your damn chair.
No, I didn't. I was here first.
Go on, Raymond.
Good pitch.
You like that? And we're being joined in the booth now by longtime broadcaster of the M&S live stream, Ray Raymond Berry Esses.
Foul ball.
Ray, you know what's going on in this game?
I heard it's 3-2 Tigers.
And Hillel squandered 3 opportunities. They had bases loaded, 1 out for the first 2 innings,
Right,
back
that
to
I
back.
heard your voice.
And just now they had first and third, 1 out. Ike Batesh popped up, and then the next guy made out.
Wow.
So they squandered a tying run
You
at
got
third
that
base.
first inning though. They did score a run. You're paying attention.
2.
What do you mean 2?
I almost texted you. They scored 2, I think, in the first.
No. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
They scored 2 in the first.
Let me double check.
According
Yes,
to
they
Sam,
did score
it's,
2. Yes, they scored 2. The funny thing is, the Hillel team had bases loaded 1 out in the first, so I thought they were gonna get it then, and they got out of it.
2-2, how many out?
Nobody out. He let off.
2-2, nobody out.
So Raymond,
Nobody on, nobody out?
yeah.
Good pitch.
Wow.
Jackie Towell on the outside corner.
So that was his first official at bat of the day so far.
Ken.
He has a strikeout, a walk, and a sac
You're
fly.
not going to get a better
That
angle
was a great pitch.
than that.
That was a great pitch.
Yeah.
How's,
That was a
how's
strike.
Come through. You can come through.
Yeah, he's 0 for 2 so far.
0 for 2?
Take it count. Not take it
So
away.
he's up now.
You know,
He's up now. Right on time.
pitching to the umpire.
But
Do that too. Everyone does that. The umpire's calling
Funny
a
thing
strike,
is-
you throw it high.
this kid sit. What's his name?
Albert Sit. Ground ball. What a play by Cerulia.
No way! No way! Oh my God!
Wow, what a play! Charles Cerulia.
Wow!
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. That was insane.
That was a crazy play.
Jimmy,
Jimmy, you didn't even put
That's
him on
the gold glove right there.
line.
That's
You
the
didn't
gold
even put him on the
glove.
gold glove line.
Jimmy, give him the gold glove.
You didn't even put him on the gold glove betting line.
The odds?
You didn't even put him there.
I didn't even know he was a shortstop. I was asking today.
Holy crap.
I was asking today if he was a shortstop.
Diving, stop in the hole and nailed him from
I was
a
asking
sick
if.
throw.
So here, like I was saying, I'll sit, right?
That's
Is that what's the name
I'm
of
glad
that?
you're
No,
watching.
not Sid. Sammy, that was a gorgeous play.
know what?
What's
That
that kid's
one
name that texted me that he wanted to Venmo me the play?
Hi, Pop.
Give this kick a pitch.
Not bad.
Wow, and 1.5 staying in this game.
So we're going into the 7th. It's 3-2 game. What's the kid's name?
Top 7, 3-2.
Soltel. That's his name.
Right, he wanted to
Yeah.
slice
He,
the bet.
he goes, I'll Venmo you right now. 125. Take the over on game 1. 8. The score's 3-2.
Wow, he would
And I
have
didn't
lost.
take his money.
Oh, why don't you take his money? Wow.
Tell me the book doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, you don't. It's only 5 runs. Man.
Oh, so it has to be 7? It has to be 7?
If you want to make that claim,
It doesn't.
if you want to make that claim, you got to be 7, 8, or 9. You just can't say.
It
oh,
doesn't
yeah,
have
yeah,
to be. No, as long as it's under, then it's.
Why? What if what if you would have bet under?
Nah, so take the under.
7, 8, 9.
So you're saying it has to be.
The question is this kid the best pitcher in the league?
Who, Ancona? No. He's not.
I just saw one inning.
Not even that little.
That looked very impressive.
I'll tell you why. No, it was very impressive because he struck out JT. He got a great Mo Shamma play at short. It was a Mo Shamma play, and then the kid just popped up the last one. Okay, but here's the thing. What the previous innings, Menon, he was like first pitch right over.
Why?
And I didn't like that.
Why?
I don't know. I guess because he didn't want to walk the guys with Menon. That was very great play. That was. I hope we got that.
That was a major league play.
Abe Saruya. Wow. Wow. Had I known you were the shortstop for this team, maybe I would have put you in the odds for the.
Yeah, you didn't even give any player props on the Hillel guys. What was that about?
I have no idea any of these guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Sam.
Anyway, what am I gonna do? Player
Where
props.
rank this kid on the mound in top? Okay, out of all the pitchers, where does he rank?
Better than.
Because that inning, he looked like maybe top 2.
The
Nah.
way he's pitching right now, and the
Right.
way he lost
Scored
2
harder
close
than anyone.
games.
Huh?
GoPro, stop.
MC.
Okay.
So they're
Top
down
of
to
the
the, yeah,
seventh,
they're down to
down
their last 3 outs.
Here's the thing, Jim. I'm 100% rooting against myself here. Really? Oh, 100%.
Yeah, because you want the W. You want them to get
No, I just want to see JT get loose. It'll be great.
line drive right at him.
Playing him in the right spot. They're squeezing him. They're all the way in. They're all the way in for everybody, huh? Someone's got to get a hold
Look,
of
this
him.
is they had the 1, 2, 3 of this. The sitting. So
I'll tell you the truth. I noticed it when we played them. The left fielder plays way off the line.
who LH? The funny thing is, Carlos was their left fielder all season. They switched them because
And with their pitcher, you got to be on the line. This kid could rip it right down the left field line.
Oh, you know I tried to hold you on third. I don't want you to get right.
One inside pitch, just turn on it, down the line to double or triple. There he is.
and he's fast enough.
Hard shot, he's not getting it.
Joking, the ball came in.
I don't know.
And it's almost a no doubles type situation here.
Third, I stopped at third.
I don't like where the short center fielder was
It
either.
wasn't short. What happened was, the guy threw it and he
Right at him.
he fumbled the ball and then it went past him. That's what he was. Yeah, you weren't looking. But
Come on, Buff.
that's the reason why I held you. Over and under. Jimmy, over and under pop-up. Plus 20,000. 20,000.
Down the left field line, Jim. Telling you, right down the left field line. Crank it. Turn on an inside pitch down the left field line. That's what he should be trying to do here. Keep the line moving. Turn on it.
On a ball that hit the dirt. What's that?
Now, how about this?
I don't know if you can talk trash.
I'm gonna talk trash.
No, not him.
I texted this
I'm
kid.
talking about him.
I just texted the kid. I go, there's a reason why I didn't take your money. Final score
All right.
3-2.
Well, I just saw something. I saw Mikey fired up, yelling into the Hillel dugout. Come on now. You just won 3-2, and you actually should have lost.
Between the tail between his
The
legs.
over on the
right
Come
here.
runs.
on. You got to walk away and
What
shut
was
your
it?
mouth.
You remember they over on the unrun score? The Hillel team? It was 2.
Yeah.
It was exactly 2.
JT was 6.
You won a bet tonight, right?
I
Yeah,
won,
the
I
first
won all
thing.
my bets as usual so far. But I'm losing.
He's losing
JT
so far with Gabe. Oh, you
Gabe,
lost this
excuse
one
me.
also. You had minus 1.5.
He strikes out, he won't sleep for a month.
Oh, you're right.
You lost this
I
one. You
forgot
took the
I
run
did.
line.
You're right. You're right.
You lost one.
I didn't lose. I split. So I lost.
But this is losing money because this is minus 200.
Well, I did 100 and I won 50. So I'm minus 50 now. I'm probably going to lose Gabe too. I'm going to lose 100 tonight.
No, it gets a hit.
Should I chase my money?
Come, game two. Game two.
I mean, I'm not going to do it, but if I had to do it, I'd bet on JT to cash in this game.
Hello, they make fun.
Although they don't look
Sammy.
down at all.
Yeah, that team. They make fun of my lines.
Can I ask you a question? Sam, that's three ridiculously tight games.
Yeah, they were
Every
in.
game.
They were in
One
every
run?
game.
All three?
But
All 3 1
the,
games?
but the small things is what did them in all 3 times.
Doesn't matter. The fact that they're in all, that's even all the more so.
No, but I don't. But they're not adjusting. They're making that bad throw. They're not throwing it in. They're.
But I didn't see what happened.
Also, you know why they lost 3-2? They had first base
Mikey
open.
Shalom joins us in the booth after game
Raymond.
1.
Yes, sir.
Mikey, we saw you screaming into the dugout of the Hallel team, but I'm going to call it as it is. You shouldn't be screaming after winning 3-2 in a game that you guys probably should have lost if they drive those runs in at third base with less than 2 out. Do you have a newfound respect for this team?
Yeah, I mean, we really played down to them. That's what we did.
I agree. I think you played down to the competition. You guys have to literally wake up.
We had to talk about not overlooking them, and we might have maybe done.
It's a psychological thing. You can talk all you want, but when you're facing a team that you know you're better than, you automatically just take your foot off the gas. Not to you. You pitch great. You give up 2 runs.
No, it's a very tough team. Very strong, fast, decent defense.
The Vegas line before the season, hence their team name is 1.5. Are you taking the over after seeing them in 1 game?
That was the difference.
No comment. We'll see what happens.
Wow. So Mikey just said they're not winning a game for the entire season. All right, Mike. Thank you for joining us. Good luck, game 2.
So, just for the look,
gonna be
look,
screaming at you after the
He
game.
just texted me. He want all day. This guy Salt Towels texting me. Jimmy, I want to put $125. The over at game 1, 8 runs. I just texted him. I go, oh, there's a reason I didn't take your money. He goes, haha, beautiful.
I was actually going to go under, and then I changed my mind.
Game 2, you know what the over under is? 10.5.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. If to see the way this kid pitches,
That was a nasty pitch he threw you.
still think there's no chance.
With this pitcher,
They're going to be in games.
no,
Their lineup is weak, though. Isn't their lineup weak?
JT, you're on the air.
Yeah, look, Diaz looks pretty good.
it does look good, but he doesn't have to. I mean, everyone thought he was just going to hammer balls out there. It's very hard to hammer balls.
But can they score more than 3 runs a game, or?
Their lineup
It's
is
very
weak.
hard. You saw in the first thing I mentioned.
I just got here.
I said in the first thing they had like 4 hits.
Yeah,
3 hits.
3 hits.
No runs. They need 4 hits for a run.
Why, don't hit runs?
They,
In the outfield.
no.
Everyone
Oh,
plays
sure,
shallow.
shallow.
Yes.
I see.
So I told Max that today, and actually came true.
Once
They
they
have more
find the
hits than
gap.
us, but they can't go first to third.
They had 6
can't
hits.
point a sack fly. They're limited.
They had 6
They
hits,
don't extend the
3-2,
field.
and they didn't get a run.
So they're playing at a different.
And you would think they're little, they'd be running all around the place.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're playing at a
No, but they're playing him. He's playing him smart. That's a smart center fielder. He's not playing in the boondocks. He's not hitting it over the heads.
It's almost better. It's almost a good idea to play
Except
4.
the Marty kid, the Antibee.
The kid on your team on the A's. No, you're my man. And
Oh, Batesh and Antibee.
I'm sure that he's probably the third guy.
I live a
A little bit. Everyone else.
Everyone else is liking it.
This is eventually going to die out. Is that what this happens?
And then
You turned it off?
I don't know.
There's also
I think it's
another
running.
kid,
I gave it
Coleman kid.
It's still on, actually.
If you go to 7-Eleven, I can take my gallon. I'm not going
I
I don't need more than one.
think you're
By the way, hello.
8 or 9.
Jay.
8 or 9.
Jay, that play on Gabe was insane.
That was a ridiculous play.
Hello.
That was ridiculous.
Back to
was-
back. He
That
came
was Major League.
He came in on the game.
Yeah, that I saw. That I saw.
Yeah.
I
That
wanna
was a
see if,
strikeout.
my phone blew up when he struck out looking.
The glove didn't
The
really.
Jackie
So,
finally got
give
the
it to
hype
him.
of the game.
But I would have to say,
Can't hit it harder.
I have to say maybe it was a little.
Yeah.
But you give him the chips.
Because he hit the.
That's my
hit the
weakness.
bit.
How do you know that's my weakness? That's my
brought
weakness.
it. Sammy was complaining he was hungry, so I brought chips.
Chips. I love
Wow,
chips.
and Kona, dude.
We got this.
He's one of
I just walked in for that last inning. I said, is he the best pitcher in the league? That's all I saw. I heard he wasn't doing that the whole game.
Nothing better than that.
How good is David catch?
Perfect.
Soak it in some vodka before.
Eddie, yeah, you've been calling ball strike balls.
They would be able to win 4 or 5 games.
I think they might be able to win a couple of games this way.
Sorry, man. That was a tough pitch.
Great pitch.
That was a strike.
Great pitch.
You couldn't even
I
argue.
know the glove didn't move.
I was here.
Jack, same lineup? Same lineup?
It was on the plate.
I want to see the film.
Yeah.
I want to see the film.
His glove
The
didn't
film
move.
is the film's off center.
Because he was wearing it.
Sam, where's the line?
He did, his glove did not move. That's
Jimmy's
all I
got
could say. So I couldn't see. I was here, so I couldn't really. But it looked, the way he didn't
like he
move,
was right on.
and then he didn't argue. I think you.
Barbecue, I'm an animal. Just because I'm working, you know.
You have the lineup? Jimmy has it.
How good is Dave?
Oh, he's hitting phenomenal.
Yeah, your drool is great, by the way.
You see.
Your drool is great.
Al, you never missed my here.
Yeah, I heard.
Saw him this morning.
You saw him where? Park?
Great.
I gotta see him. I gotta give him a call. You have his number for the U.S.?
No,
Oh, that's I'll text about it.
You
Yeah.
know the Major League
Gotta
Executive.
Wow, what a legend.
Cassidy was my shop Saturday night.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, you gotta come. He wants to. He's so happy with you.
Where are we going?
Going to ball, he knows the hobby so well.
Oh, sick.
And hey, hello, I don't think there's a ball that I pitched.
Wait,
in
Jimbo!
this life that
Where's
he,
Jimmy?
no matter how quick I pitch,
Play on that mound.
I love it.
Where'd Jimmy
No.
go?
He's right there. The man.
One time.
Jimmy, you have the lineup?
We have to try to play with us. I'm too busy.
No, Sean Bell.
These guys, they give me additional play?
You know what happened one time with Dovey? You know Dovey, right?
Yeah.
One time, I fell with him. Home run that he called.
The right, the guy's name.
The netting on top of the home run. He says, technically, the ball home run.
Sammy, I need you to give me their real name.
So, wait, they hit the netting, come down, and they feel them, they take them out. With that,
He wants to go home. That's the whole thing with that guy.
He doesn't fall.
He said,
You know what? You know what bats? You know what
Wow, Carlos is doing it in the real game.
Mikey, bring it here, bring it here. Hello, you know what type of ball?
Crazy. He's crazy. But like, we were bouncing. Someone was bouncing balls in, like on the floor. And
how we
still
chase
hit
every ball.
balls to go chase it down.
You can back down on the. You know we get to that field and
Yo, we
yell at the pool. You don't understand. I would fly back now.
You know the over on this game is
When I
right?
have that field.
yo, the balls were soaring at least 7
No joke. First of all, the field is 150 feet. Yellow. Not gold.
Sunday you're playing here?
Right field was what?
Beautiful bounce.
Yeah, but it's single.
Oh yeah, you really sound like a ball.
3 hops, side level. Yeah, I think
Don't count on that.
Right middle, right field. The pole.
It's still
Joe, how many times did I hit the one in right field?
the balls, yellow balls.
Mike is under him.
No, but he wants to know. Did I ever hit the right?
Bouncy ball?
I never hit
Yellow clincher. Sponge.
Hello.
The yellow ball.
Not the yellow ball we use here.
No, yellow, actual yellow ball.
Okay.
Yellow ball. It's a clincher.
Claims out in Israel.
Oh yeah. No, because there's a yellow clincher they use for warm ups in BSN. It's like the bounciest ball ever.
No, this is actual yellow hard ball.
So we have a leadoff man on base, Carlos Abadi. Line drive, Jordy. And he misplayed that. Clearly misplayed that.
Home run. That's a home run. That's a home run.
Most likely.
No, it's a triple. Oh, it's the homer. The goal is the homer.
Camera got well. Check on the camera. Sam.
On his head.
Check on the camera. Got nailed.
What got nailed?
Camera.
This camera?
JT.
It hit the
Did I
tripod.
not?
Hit the bottom.
Come on, JT. Come on, Jay.
I got that.
I said.
I'll take one.
What happened to the camera?
It hit the tripod.
No, it hit the bottom. It's still on.
Is it-
You want to hear something funny? I go to JT now. I have an over-under in this game, 10.5. You guys are going to score over 8 runs. He goes, nah. First 2 guys already. 2-0.
By the way, Jordy's shot was it nice?
Yeah. He misplayed it.
Misplayed it.
Look at that. Look at that. Ah, he got under it.
I'd rather the wins than the field. Give me back. Hello, by the way, I'd rather the wins than the field.
They're clearly jumping on the first pitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do.
Only for his players. I'd rather the wins than the field.
Can I tell you, I heard the worst thing in the world today.
I think that was an egg roll. Wow.
I was talking to one of my teammates, you know, and he goes to me, I go to him, I'm like, why were you so upset? We just swept one of the biggest teams, I go to him, I go, we swept Jack Abadi's team. The funny thing is, it turned out to be,
I just
give
had a
us the
bite
tiebreaker.
of the mac and cheese egg roll.
Oh wow! By the way, I had a good
From
night.
Sage, it was good.
It really is good.
You gotta put some salt on it though.
No?
I don't know, I had to put some salt on it.
No.
Mine was good.
That's his first hit.
I don't think he's getting 4 at bats this game. Well, maybe he will. Gotta
They
get
get
out
the
4
they get the 10.5.
Guys, tonight's game is brought to you by 2 things. Not only Sage, but also Uber Eats for delivering hot mac and cheese egg rolls.
He's sitting right behind you.
How many mac and cheese egg rolls did you order?
And obviously, of course,
Elliot entered 9.
JoJo Storia's barbecue service. Tonight he had a barbecue, but he did not bring me even the scraps of the charcoal. He ate it along the way.
you found out that he didn't.
I did bring him chips.
He did bring me chips, but
Potato chips? You know about barbecue flavor.
I
brought him potato chips?
I went to
Line
7-Eleven.
drive, right
out of my
field.
way
I'll sit.
to go bring you chips because I had no food to bring.
Catch that? No.
That's a hit.
I'm kidding. Joe ate it at the barbecue, not in the car.
You and
Didn't eat
now
it.
my competition. I'm in barbecue. I'm in barbecue.
I'm dairy right now.
Well, I have my own barbecue service.
We're eating dairy chips.
Yeah. What's the lineup?
I got Edmund, Carcass, Dweck, Arking, then D. Simmons, Anthony, and then Marcus Adjmi.
Like not even a.
Say, let me finish my story,
Not
right?
even like the
So
little
I'm talking to
charcoal
him. I go,
burnt
we
piece
just
of meat
swept
that
them
flies
balls.
out.
So basically, which came out to be the tiebreaker while we made the playoffs in the end.
He said I'm not.
I go, why were you so upset that you were so upset that day? He goes, because I went 0 for 5.
And even if they're open, you probably would.
I go to him, I go, are you kidding me? I go, we swept
And
this
you're
team.
cooking a grill. Like,
We beat Jacobatti's team. You know? The team. Everyone picked who we wanted. We made the, that was the reason why I made the playoffs. And you tell me you were upset your entire day because you went 0 for 5. And it really bothered me.
One of those young kids on your team?
It's, I'm not, look, I don't want to say who.
No, don't say who. But I'm saying one of those young kids.
Well, look, the truth is, our ace team was all young. Aki, Ali, and I were the only ones over 30.
Bring up. By the way, there's no way when
The only reason,
Nail him.
there's no way you don't pop.
Whoa, we got far off the bag
so
there.
the only reason why that was not an infield fly because it was in foul territory.
Correct.
Of course.
So, the truth is, I thought
That kid
about
goes
it.
on your do not drift list.
Probably, and only because you don't.
No, you can't say that. After you
I got
sleep.
Arking, D. Simmons, and Anthony.
But
It's one thing to think it. It's another thing to actually say it.
Say
It
it.
proves you're clueless. If you don't say it.
You know, and it's just bothering me. And I go to him, I go, so what's more important to you?
I asked him
Right, he said.
He goes, I don't want to. I don't want to say what he said, but
You're gonna take a dessert. You're gonna take a water.
Big play.
why not go to
Nice
second?
kid.
Got him.
You didn't have him.
Hello, this kid is a star in the making.
This is the way he waited on that.
Wow.
play was nice.
Put him on the Gold Glove line.
Wow. I'm gonna put him on the line.
Gold Glove line.
Abe, you earned your name on the books.
No, did it spell with an O? No.
Jimmy, I have an idea. I want to call.
Unfortunately, he's not getting it.
Like the guys that spell
What's
S
up?
with an A.
So after 1 second.
Yeah, we're on
So,
camera right now, bro.
yeah, okay. So
Jacket.
after,
They're gonna patent it before we get a chance.
so after half an inning, I got 2-0 Tigers. Way to come out.
No, I don't know.
Your brother doesn't give us credit.
Serious stuff.
Real talk on camera.
We'll talk after.
I did that.
So it's a great start for the Tigers.
I'm actually putting away GoPro
Huh?
cam.
I wasn't talking about you.
Same thing. But I really couldn't decide.
Did you ever go 0 for 5? I don't think you did.
Who said they're gonna lose?
They said they want to
There's
you
no
always
way they're gonna
upset
lose.
about it?
They're sweeping.
Can you tell me your team? Who's team?
Teddy Brown,
There's no way. They don't have offense or defense.
David Cohen,
Joe Esther whole team.
Joe West, no, Diamond Season.
Dude, you know what Joe S told me last week?
If you guys could score runs, then you'll be
Marty,
fine.
Yes. You know what Joe S told me last week? He's like, you see what we do? He's like, it's a one-man show.
Are you sticking around for the show? You're gonna be on it.
He told me.
I need another. I need you there.
I don't know if I can say
Sam,
it.
he told me
but
himself.
I'll
He's
be
like,
on
it's a
the
one-man show. He said, you see
Ancona?
my team?
Huh?
Okay.
What'd you say?
I think you bet this guy a little bit early.
World Series preview show.
You love you. Love it.
Really?
No, but
I have Safarati coming. I have.
I put that.
if this game goes fast, maybe.
It's almost over.
Ralph?
It's over. It's the bottom of the first.
Yeah, but it's a quick game.
I love it.
Ralph slotted with
Oh,
Charles.
it's not even 10 yet.
It's 10. It's 5 minutes to 10.
Morris slotted with Noah.
All right, get it ready.
Joe
So,
S.
You don't have me.
Joe S told me he's like,
I need you. That's
no,
Here's the GoPro.
Morris.
Joe S told me he's like, I'm the only time I
The
got
GoPro
done.
kid.
Slotted with Noah Mays. And then Albert City.
I don't even know their whole.
Okay, do me a
Listen, I
favor.
played
So
them.
the guys on top is the guys usually.
They're not so
The
good.
guys on the
They
bottom.
are. They are.
I can't.
Okay, so you're gonna let me know. Okay.
Those two guys.
Right here we go.
Okay, so Teddy Braha leads off.
Home field advantage, by the way.
That's what I thought.
What? Because we just played
Do
here?
that to you. And we won first
Why?
game. Listen, we
If
won
anyone wanted to know,
we
the
won the
Sage
first game.
egg rolls were just fantastic.
Yeah, just
It
ask
was
them.
the easiest game I ever won.
You mean-
Two straight.
I hate to tell you this, you just played both of them.
Yeah,
Oh, this year.
The second was in my block the camera.
You win the
Come
first
here,
game.
play something.
I went back and
They
So, hello, we played them in the regular season.
So for Jordy, don't come.
1-0.
want to thank our sponsors, Sage.
Sage Fine Dining.
Sage
No, it wasn't
Fine
Jordan.
Dining, and now you
No.
can catch them. I think they're by DSN now, right?
Yeah, they have DSN. They have
Sage
guys.
Express.
One voice in the booth. We have Sage Fine Dining, also as Sage Express in DSN. Don't forget there are 2 locations.
Ah, here,
They
listen.
don't have a back. That's the thing.
After the But the other kid just played in. Only 2 guys played deep.
They're in the World Series.
They don't score.
They're in the World Series.
They scored 2 runs on us.
Bottom line is they're the most similar team to you guys.
But we have better bats. We have much better bats.
Yeah, but their pitcher has to
Joey
get
Levy
runs.
beats Joe Maney beats
There's a
Relax,
bloop to
Joey
left
Levy.
field, and that's Gabe Abadi.
He gets on base.
He's on base percentage guy. I'm just saying, relax when you're thinking that your team is that much
One
better.
out of
They're
two,
not that
like
much
that.
better.
That was the leadoff.
Because their pitcher
We just
has
show
It's
up.
a good defensive match.
He's got to
When
show up.
Kona hits,
It's a good defensive match.
Lemaisa,
Mike
if you
Cohen
come
is
to
batting
play and you
fifth
hit,
this game.
you'll
he
win.
hits, he plays. He's a good hitter.
You're the expert.
Here's the thing.
You're the
They
expert.
batted him last game 8th,
You're not the
and I thought that was
expert.
perfect
Your
for him.
job isn't to hit. His
And,
job is to hit.
You have to hit.
I don't know.
Don't give me the left field garbage.
He got 2 hits, but not
You're lucky you're on
great.
your home field.
Just a little
Big time in
seeing
your
I see
field.
those.
I love this.
I don't
You
know.
guys have home field
They
advantage.
moved him up.
That's what I thought. Ooh.
Wow. Good play.
Max would have liked that play.
See, by the way, that's Gabe.
You wearing a cup?
That's Gabe. He can make a single and make it look close.
You
That
wearing a
was
cup? Mikey?
Sammy,
Yeah,
you see
I'm
what I
happy you got that shot on
Did
video.
you see what I did to him after the
This is the
home
kid
run?
that's good?
Did you see me?
Yeah,
I
this is the
watched
power
the
hitting.
crap out of him.
I
Get
freaking
ragged on him.
So last game they made a mistake. They batted in cleanup.
I took it to the
And this guy Pinbeck was up with the bases loaded 1 out and got out twice.
Knocked Tony's kid down to the ground.
Yeah,
You're batting 7th.
I can't stop watching that.
Ooh.
Killed you.
There already was a pickoff today, and
It
it wasn't Halil that got picked off. They actually picked off Carlos. Carlos thought it was ball 4.
It was not.
It was off and running, and it ended the inning.
It was actually the 10 hitter.
It wasn't Carlos.
It was the 10 hitter. It was Sal D. It was
2
the 10
outs,
hitter.
catcher.
Yeah, it was Sal D. It was the
Oh,
10
my
hitter.
mistake. I apologize. It was Sal D.
It was a 10 hitter.
You got the score of the first base coach. Come on, I know all that.
It's on
I
you.
gay knows like every.
It's on you.
stat.
Well, you thought it was a wolf.
It was Elliot Anteby's fault. He told him it was a full count.
He's all over.
How come they're not? I
The
don't
whole team. The whole team.
Yeah, but I don't smell anything. I was expecting to be.
No, he's
No,
Really?
Jimmy, he's gay. That's him.
No, I know. I'm saying the whole team in general.
Right at him.
Oh, through the
three.
wicket. And he's going to third.
He's
He
not
comes
running
up
fast
throwing, and he's out on the tag.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's a
2
great
outs.
throw, but you can't make the third
Where
out
the
of
hell's
third
Esco? How come
base.
Esco's not here coaching them? Third out of third?
Enough, enough. He was like jogging to
Wait,
third.
again?
It didn't even look like he was running.
Again, no base.
Yeah.
Again?
No
Wait,
You got to get someone.
Tommy's thingy.
Yeah, one second. You guys need someone to coach you guys.
Tommy, good. Ice ice.
What, you want to know your lineup?
Oh, he a hand.
Is that your pitching hand?
I thought he hitting the balls, but you're wearing a cup.
We got watermelon.
I got 2-0 after 1.
One watermelon, that make you feel better? Just to get this swelling down.
Jimmy, it's 2-0.
Yeah, I got 2. Saldi, come in, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lesson for the whole league. You never run on JT. Ever.
What was the lesson?
Never run on JT.
Don't run on anyone when you're going to be up by 20 feet.
I actually did it 6 o'clock.
No, I mean the run.
Quick, so I ran home, jumped in the pool. My wife had dinner on the table, so I had a couple plates with me. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to eat. I ate a little bit.
You know, mac and cheese egg roll.
The potato chips call my name.
You send him on that play.
You know why? Because the ball's right in front of you, and he barely got the second the guy has the ball. Why go there?
They're trying to be aggressive.
And oh, JT does have it on.
Does he really? You sure?
What do you gain if he's safe at third? What do you gain?
I don't see it. Okay, well,
Scoring a single from second anyway.
Who's up?
I got D. Simmons,
Simmons leads off.
Elliot Anteby,
Elliot Anteby bats 2.
and then Marcus, and then
Marcus
top of the
Agnew
order.
bats 3.
Oh, no, this guy's David Simmons.
Ted Simmons' the son.
I wanted to
That's
point
him.
out yet again, we have a capacity crowd here on hands. Both bleachers are completely full.
What was that Brooklyn hat? What was that?
No, those are champions.
Thanks to our
Are we having
Sage Corner.
Is this? Are we gonna have parent-teacher conference between them?
Sammy, he's touching.
No, he's like, you guys want to see ads on that? He's like,
Wow,
yeah,
you
I'm
heard?
ready to
Joey
switch.
Levy is touching the money. He changed the group. He changed the group icon of his team to the championship hat.
Sure.
Wow.
I'd like to double down on my pick of any given Sunday.
That is making me rethink everything.
No,
Sammy,
Sunday I'm taking it.
Sammy, did you ever come to the conclusion it's
go
on
up
Sage
now.
corner or
They
the
should throw
Sage
him out of the
corner?
chat.
Hold on. He made.
The reason why
Sage
no,
garbage.
go to three.
He already made the chat. The
Sage
same.
365.
win game one, Joe West win game two.
Either we're sweeping or they're sweeping. Ain't no
See,
game.
also another disadvantage is they don't know the hitters. They should be all the way in for him.
I'm in.
It's gonna kill me.
I don't want 3 games.
I can't cancel all barbecues on a single. 3 games is gonna screw me over.
You know what? Just don't
No.
come.
Just don't go up. Just don't show up. They'll play
Don't
without
show
you.
up. I'll pick up Sammy.
I'll
We
play.
don't need you.
I'll do highlights.
I think you guys, as of now, your favorite game 1, your underdog game 2.
Game 2, I don't like it.
Anyone want 7-Eleven?
They-
7-Eleven?
I want
There's no 7-Eleven here.
They have
We win
chips.
one.
You guys are 3 seed, they're the 4 seed, right?
Yeah.
I offered you, Sammy.
It's a great matchup.
I'll tell you the truth. For a guy, I don't know anything
Sammy,
about your
all you
league.
wanted was
He told me I didn't do a
All I
bad
wanted
job
was
with the lines.
I don't want any more.
He said, he goes, I didn't do a bad job with the
Fried.
lines.
Yeah, just want to taste it.
It's not 7-Eleven.
What do you think? That's?
I don't know.
It's not healthy. It's delicious.
Yeah, quick thing.
Quick check.
I based it on. I looked at some of the scores and some of the things, and I based it on that.
Bring on the card.
Okay.
You should have done a little less.
All right, so give us the comment.
Over on the 9.
What? What I
He
do?
won't take my money.
I don't deal with
So
dollars.
that's fine. That's the number.
That's in each game, right?
2018. I don't
No,
know.
I
Put it
think the
towards your
second
next
game I
year's
did
league fee.
different.
Take it. Here.
I think I did. I changed it. So I got one out. Elliot had to be out. First step out of the day. He loops it to right field, and this second base.
Wharton, man.
And the Wharton graduate or future graduate
Alumni, yeah.
is looking unbelievable at second base.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Their defense is
One
really
spot
strong.
for everybody. Doesn't matter if you're lefty or righty. He'll stand in the same spot.
All right,
Going
come on.
Out behind the bench.
He's what's baffling.
Yeah,
How is he not here?
Yeah.
I actually asked.
Sam, dollar hot dogs. Want a hot dog?
So you see where he's standing, right?
Pizza and hot dogs.
7-Eleven sushi. You got
Dollar
Right. You see what it's
No, because Sam's standing in my way.
Hello, Eddie. They have poppers now, but
I haven't
wanna
seen the
point
right
out-
side of the field the
7-Eleven.
entire
I
time.
want to point out Ray Esses. Ray Esses has one of the most beautiful haircuts I've ever seen.
Can you move?
Oh, it's very nice. Hey, look at this guy.
Look at the beer.
He's got a
Don't get me
gangsta
wrong, He
fade.
looks very comfortable there, but
He's
that's
dre-
all he stands for. Look. For
I can't see because he's in my way.
That's what did I just say? You can't even get a play on that because he's standing in the same.
You're talking about the second
maybe
base?
speak up.
Well, you play second base on second base. Like you take
No.
it over.
Because let me tell you
I
something.
didn't see where it was. Now I'm watching.
Okay.
He
was.
I don't know. I
For
see I have a
this
different
guy,
thought.
for this guy
Against good
Solomon.
hitters, I want to be in that spot.
But for this guy Solomon, he was even more close to first. He looked. You would think a lefty was
That's
up.
trouble. Oh, no, it's not. He was there. He was on the line. The other kid would have been on the
3 outs. I'm being serious. You would think a lefty was up.
So you know what you should do? Go over there and tell him.
I'm not. I have nothing to do with you guys. I'm the line maker. You kidding? I'm the bookmaker. I care about your team. I collect an integrity fee. Come on. Right, Sam?
Your juice is an integrity fee. If you call me Sammy again,
I'm sorry.
Oh, could you imagine you get to the plate and rocks a shot?
He looks like he
I
could.
would
He
die.
probably could. He's out.
How many times have you left
I
to
would
get there?
die.
Yeah?
There's nothing I hate more.
Really?
How's he? No, I'm kidding.
What about him? What about him? Does he get raised?
I think so. Yeah.
Mexico.
I think it's the opposite.
I
More.
don't think you get
Oh,
the
yeah?
line, it's a shot, he does.
Who's the more handsome one?
I hope they don't think. I hope they don't think that two's gonna win.
This is where you're getting confused. Like, that
I think they're gonna bust out and score some runs.
No, shit, hit. Come here.
Huh? You mean shut up?
Oh, there it is.
1 second, sorry.
We got a winner. We got a winner. We got a winner. Look at that.
Wow. Come on, camera.
So that was your hit.
I can't really think of anything I'd rather eat less than potato
Sponsored
chips.
by
and
Yet.
that.
Ruffles potato chips.
Sponsored.
The preferred chips of our umpires.
There you go.
No,
So keep it up, man.
sponsored by.
Sponsored by
I'm going to be
Sage.
here almost every
Hey!
Mike Russomano prefers sour cream and onion.
No, Saruya Barbecue Services.
By the way,
He'll do a barbecue so
did a
well,
fantastic
there'll be
job
no
on the
leftover
house
for anybody
They
else.
get you a hot dog, so you got.
That was your brother, yeah.
Can't sponsor a hot dog. He's got to sponsor.
Yes, it was. No, yes, it was his brother.
Yeah, look, guys, it's getting crowded here. It's getting crowded. Please go on deck. Please go on deck. All right,
You like
do
me
up.
doing play-by-play or no?
Yeah, I'm doing play-by-play. Do up now is Michael Ancona, Abe Saruya, and Ike Vitesh. I just said it. Michael Ancona, Abe Saruya, and Ike Vitesh.
On this guy, I keep it
I'm the whole line.
And then
Abe Saruya?
Ralph, and then Mars Adis, and then I'll sit. Where
I think Ike was a former teammate of yours, no?
Ralph, you're nine.
Ike Vitesh was a former teammate of yours. I said 17 times.
No, boys, come on.
Yakov Saruya.
I don't know
requesting
anything.
if
You don't want to
still
lay out
7-Eleven,
money, so you're
a
telling him
drink.
that
What do you
after?
want?
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
Smart.
He wants a Gatorade. Is it in you?
You waited till he left, so you didn't have to give him money.
I know I'm a Suruya, but I'm not
And he
Joe. I'm
waited
not-
till you
Hello.
left, so he
It's
left, so he
Sam,
didn't have to
I'm-
give you flutes.
The Khila. Oh God.
I'm kidding.
This guy's gonna kill
Right
it.
Sammy, do I look like JoJo?
Go ahead.
No.
No, I was confusing him for JoJo.
Ooh,
He's the
that
guy
fast
who doesn't pay
NG.
for anything.
That's
Play,
why I
Jordy.
didn't ask.
Nice.
These guys are not gonna score many runs.
He's made for third base. Perfect position for him. He
where
never,
he
he
gets
never
his
go
bones.
near shortstop
That's where
ever
he gets
again.
his bones.
Perfect.
Oh, you want to play short?
Hello, I hate to say this, but from looking at these guys for the first time, they have a bunch of 10th round hitters.
He needs that 5 feet.
Right.
That's basically what it is. And I like defensively, no. Some of these guys defensively,
He needs that 5 feet.
All up and down. Nothing square.
defensively, they're mid rounders, second, third rounders. I'm being serious. Their shortstop could be third rounders, second rounders.
Ike, yes, Ike, yes, an extra
But
50
they're
feet to walk.
hitting wise, 10th round hitters.
Had 6 egg rolls.
That's it. And Ray,
I
Ray,
can cash fresh off 9 egg rolls.
Ray, I hate to say this, on the bases they're clueless.
That
I
should give him the
think
extra.
Dinner of
mustard.
champions.
Let's see if those egg rolls paid off. Come on now. Come on now.
I think one's coming out of his
Would
pants.
definitely be a good advertisement for Sage.
He's got one in his pocket, I think.
play the whole season with this guy.
We're just happy to see you, Ray.
Huh? By the way, you don't know how good it was. Oh, you just had a piece?
Right,
I had one the
right,
other night. It was really good.
Play the whole season with this guy. Expect the fly ball right now. Pop up.
No, I mean, I wouldn't. I'd have to play all season.
There you go, Ike.
I'm expecting.
And I'll tell you the
Harry.
truth. His meatball is where he loves. Low and in. Low and in, he gets it into the left center guy. You keep it anywhere away from there. Like, you know how they have that box?
You can see it both ways.
Right, he's low.
You know? Low and in is his red. Everything else is blue.
High low.
There it is.
That was more in the middle.
No, like, why do you say something out high and low? Who was saying
And
high
he
low, high
chases,
low?
with 2 strikes, he chases a lot of low pitches. A lot of low pitches.
There's a low pitch.
Ah, the egg roll hit me in the face.
That's 3 outs?
That's Sage.
That's 3 outs. Where they
It's
going?
about to be
Oh,
third
it's
out.
2 outs. Oh,
No,
2
it's
strikes.
about
I mean,
yeah.
I thought that was strike 3.
Where's the ball going?
Hmm?
Where's the ball going?
I think in
Now?
the catcher's mitt.
I would throw it low.
No, where's he hitting? Up?
This guy, he's popping up, yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you throw it low now, like in the dirt, he's gonna swing and miss. Yeah.
He bowls one.
It's not, he doesn't throw low.
No, he really doesn't. It's true.
Hold on.
Doesn't play low.
Look, he's shaking them off. You see how he's shaking off the catcher?
Yeah, but he's shaking him off.
Oh, he wants it to go low.
Oh, he wants that. Very good job.
There you go. And to be finally got it.
Yep, up.
There you go.
Good eye, Ike.
That's Mikey's out pitch.
Yeah.
Just like Harari. Where'd Harari go? Harari high in his own. Harari doesn't do that actually. The high strike.
You know what's weird? He's a
The
lefty
high,
catcher.
the high pitch. The out pitch. That pitch.
Chopped him up.
It's a base.
Drop
I
it.
cannot believe Carlos was so deep.
Seeing eye.
What are you doing, Carlos? Yeah, Carlos was in Shemaine.
So they need what, 4 hits to score this guy?
Probably. Here's what happened last game. Ike Patesh was on second base, 1 out, and I kept screaming, "Get a runner for him!" Base hit, and then another base hit
Did he go
scored.
through the fence?
Yeah.
He did score.
I told him I'll give him 1,000.
He scored, but
tries,
it needed 2 hits as opposed to a single would have scored.
I've never seen that in my life.
He just flicked the bat and it went through the fence somewhere.
So now this guy Ralph is up with 2 outs.
That happened last year too. Someone threw a bat that went straight through into the bleachers. You remember that?
Yeah. No. You're ruining my story.
Yo, the infield looks great. Sam,
Yeah, Max son was here at 5:30 this
It
afternoon.
looks great, the infield.
You know what I love? You see how home plate is soft? Last week, look at this cut, man. That's when I screamed the GoPro at home plate. Look at that.
Oh, that's such a fat
Claw,
bird.
sloth.
Sabon doesn't catch that.
Yeah, he does. That's a pop.
All right, what score?
I'll say it. I got 2-0 after 2.
2-0 as we go to the 3rd inning. Another low-scoring affair.
Okay, so the over/under on runs for this team was 2.5 coming into this game. They're 7.
So,
So I go under on the well.
on the night or in the game?
In this game.
Oh, so Tigers have ways to go.
I go under on both.
Make an error. I like
Doesn't look like they're bombing. It would have hit this stuff. Why, Sam? Why is he not throwing like I saw him in the last inning?
I don't know. He
He
ties it
can't
up.
do it for. He can't do it for 7 innings. He's a freaking little baby. He should be able to throw for 30 innings like
I
that.
guess that comes with time. I don't know.
You were on the team.
I don't know. Who
Very
knows?
cool.
He's
I got
lanky,
here the
he
hot of
pitches
the
really
orders
good.
up. Jordy, JT, and Gabe.
You know what he's great? That pitch.
Motion.
He's got great motion. He throws first pitch strikes every at bat.
was bruised the whole freaking
Never behind the batter ever. Does he have any walks tonight, Ancona?
I wasn't playing ball, please.
Giving up 3
Well, that's
runs.
not good though.
No, but he only gave up 3 runs, has he?
Good enough to win. I saw that first inning. I went, the last inning, I went.
Who is this
He
kid?
the best hitters in the league.
He
No,
has,
that JT walk is the only walk.
right, he has the ability, and there was no one on. There was two out. Jimmy, there was two out, and nobody on when he issued that walk. So it was a big deal. So
No, hold on. That,
2 outs, nobody on. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
a
it was
walk
2
for
out, nobody
JT.
that's what I'm saying. That was his only walk. Two out, nobody on.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then Gabe got up, and Gabe got out of it.
yes, that's what's up, man.
My hand, as a thing, my hand.
You cannot see first base? Okay.
Can't even hold it down.
Gotcha. Hold on, stand. You know what? Stand in line.
No, you got to turn the pole. Turn it. That's it, like that. That's it. Not more than that. I can't see. You still can't see first.
What score do you got? 3-0?
2.
That's it?
Average of 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, you guys think
but
you're
2-1
down
homer and
15
nothing else.
nothing. It's 2.
You know, JT did say you put money down. There's be more than 5 runs scored each game.
This guy.
Yeah.
His team will buy both teams.
There you go, Sammy.
Come on, Mike.
Lead off walk.
Cup's gonna be a good pitcher. For Mikey Shallon, please
ready
do
for
his
the
fingers small.
You didn't graduate yet? He graduated.
Hold on. Stand in line. Ready?
Good pitcher now.
Hello. Back-to-back championships in varsity.
Those are the guys 18 years old.
His ERA in the
Jody
playoffs,
just walked.
0.
On the playoffs?
Yeah,
Okay.
0. Combined both years is like a
But right now he's losing the plate. So.
Yeah, because
You know what it is? He has the Max Hadid long length.
Yeah.
That's what he has. He reminds me of Max Hadid a lot. That's what he is.
Long.
His
Doesn't have that
release, though,
crazy
is
leg
insane. He doesn't
kick
go
at the end.
back.
you know when a player takes a free throw and the announcer humps him? Sammy just humps the pitcher. He doesn't have a walk. He totally humps it.
The Jets are 37-0 and leading with 6 minutes left in the game.
Okay, hold on.
Wow. After only
Totally
one
comes
walk,
You're the Hamster, man.
after 10 innings, back-to-back walks.
Gotta get the pitcher.
What do you got now?
This
You're impossible, my friend.
Ones?
You know what the best late night food in Deal is?
Mike.
You have the wide angle lens? Sammy.
Coney waffle.
AB sat. Oh,
You
it's
want that?
blurry.
Coney
Except it's
waffle.
blurry.
Go there from Pier Village.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going
Ice
to
cream
pick third.
place. You know that place?
Should I pick? Hold on.
Ridiculous that place is.
What do you
Pier
want?
Village?
Nothing?
Oh my God. Ice cream. How good is Coney waffle?
Nice.
How sick is that place? You can't eat that anymore. Perfect and max.
Okay.
You don't know how good it is.
What do we have? 2 on?
Lighthouse is much better.
Stop.
2 on, nobody out. Gabe Abadi.
Grab.
It's a long fly ball.
Oh wow, drop.
He
Yes.
can't make the
I'm
play.
alive, Sam. I'm alive,
Well,
Jim.
caromed off him. And Jordy holds that third, and the bases are loaded. Nobody out. Stepping to the plate, Elliot Ferrari. What inning? Top 3?
Top 3 is correct.
Top 3. Tigers with a 2-0 lead. Elliot Ferrari. The bases loaded. Nobody out.
What's up with friends with Stanley?
Wells is battling. So far, both games.
My brother does that. My last name. Catch up on everything.
No, people like it. My father likes
Catch up on steak?
Yeah, when I make my father steak, I don't.
Not because you had it. Is that it?
What happened? The running.
Oh, off the glove of the
Watch the runner coming!
One scores. Jackie Towell stops
Good throw.
at third. 1 run
Catcher
comes
wasn't
in,
the right
scores
spot, but good throw.
Hold on.
and the bases are still loaded.
Yeah, another 5 runs.
Dole.
Hello.
Tough scorer.
Ray, another 5 runs coming this inning, guaranteed.
5? 5 more? So you're saying it's going to be 8-0 at the end of the game?
Yes.
Can we bet on this?
Yes.
What would you like to bet?
If I pay for my drink.
What does it have to do with me? Nothing.
What
There's
about
not going to be 5 more runs. You're saying they're going to score these 3 plus 2 more?
Mike, I love you.
Actually, I cannot move it back.
Yeah, I'm going to order it.
0, that's it.
You want to bet me these 3 runs will score? I might even bet you these 3 runs will all score. If I'm order coming up.
Off for what, a double?
This is a pop-up.
I think it's 1 or 2 runs.
3.
Bases loaded, nobody
Might
out.
be a sack fly or pop-up.
This is a carcass watch
Pop
for.
fly or sack? Or
Carcass watch is ended by Sage
Yeah, you watch
Express.
it on the TV.
Here's your pop up.
That's an infield fly.
You're welcome, buddy. He's going.
Go!
Out!
No way you're allowed to do that. Jimmy.
Sure. I thought he got him though.
Yeah. Wait, he could go to the gate?
At home plate.
Home plate, there's no baseball.
Home plate, go anywhere?
He can go smoke, come back.
That's definitely a good call. He could go as far as he wants.
Go back, guys. He's swimming off the plate, guys.
What's the story here?
Oh, that's definitely safe.
Back at third, just got back at second.
Yeah?
Hold the pop up, right?
Legit, you
Hold
got
the
it.
pop up,
Sketchy.
right? And now the bottom of the order's up. It's scored 1 run.
1 second, that's an
Send him
infield
back.
fly. It wasn't in the field.
Didn't get him.
It's that's an infield fly.
He wasn't settled under it.
infield
Outside
fly?
of the fly.
He called it. He was like, I
Infield fly?
He didn't get under it
Okay,
till the last
hello.
minute.
It's gotta be in the dirt, right?
Okay, how about now?
What?
You see what I-
No, it doesn't have to be in the dirt.
I got one out, Blue.
If he settled under it,
I
in
got
the
2
position,
in.
He could just drop it and get a double play, then I'll pull
You see what I did in the infield fly?
2 in. It's 4-0.
Third.
Yeah, remember, I dropped. It's let it go.
Are we good? The froze?
Walking, parking, from road to space,
Okay.
set up a 4-0.
Yeah? Yeah?
Oh, it's Wednesday night.
Take advantage.
Okay. I have David Simmons up now.
Let's see if we play Wednesday.
Let's see if this is on my team.
First pitch, strike 1.
Yeah, I think they just
You know his priority was out for Yogi.
Yeah, like,
Okay, Lava.
dude, I don't know.
Okay, so we got bases loaded, 1 out. D. Simmons is up. That was a good walk for the Hillel
I
team.
told him no way you play.
D. Simmons is up, but here's the problem with that. They don't know where to position D. Simmons. You see where
They
the short
should
center
be, they
field?
should be all in.
See where the short center fielder is?
You know, if it's any ground ball there.
It's gonna be a miss. Watch.
Oi!
Safe at first. Here comes Harry. 2-run score.
Thank
And
you.
it's a
Have a
fly
good night.
ball
Stand
on
up for
base.
this. I'm gonna stand up.
Hawkins going to score as well.
The grand slam.
Goodness gracious.
No, it's 7
On the
actually.
improvised throw. It's the unconventional.
What's the score?
Oh wait, he walked the guy.
Right.
No, wait.
Jimmy, that's an 8.
Is it 8 or 7?
Hit was scored that.
It's 8.
And the score
It's 8. It was 4 before the
It
decision.
is 8. It is 8. I should have bet. What fool? You didn't bet.
I thought.
Wait, how much do we bet? $1 million?
That's a 4-base error.
That is a,
No RBI.
that is an out with
Nothing.
4
Four
errors.
You
base
give him 4 RBIs?
Three
Yeah,
errors.
give him 4 RBIs.
Oh,
Wow.
No grand slam though. It's a single.
No.
doubling his
That should
career
have been
total
out
of
without anyone
RBIs.
scoring, right?
Yeah, it's home plate.
Did that more than
That's
double
an
his
error.
career
No, the
total?
problem is, for sure, Rome would have scored, but he's out of first
Yeah,
base.
that's 1 RBI for sure. 1 RBI for sure.
Is that a grand slam in the infield?
Yes, it was.
It's a grand
Well, by the
grand
time
error.
they got through with it, was in the outfield. But
And by the way, the over-under was 7. They have 8.
it's the 3rd inning.
Oh, you missed it. It was 3. It was 3, and I told when I was base loaded 1 out. No out. I told him it'd be 8 runs in this inning. He said no way. You want to bet
So
me?
hold on. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I would have
6.
bet you because
We got 6 runs this inning so far.
No, the only reason why I said because once it's base loaded, no
I'll
outs,
take the
there's
Gatorade.
always gonna be errors.
You wanted the Gatorade if they don't want to bet?
No, I didn't say anything
There
about
you
that.
are. I'm listening to you.
Oh, you were watching on TV? Every
So we
time?
got
Did I
Mark.
say or Sammy just made it
No,
up?
but
The guy said I'm going to beat.
let me see what you got. I'll take the other blue. Throw it over. I'll take it.
For Mikey.
But the over-under on the game is 10
Mikey! Mikey, ice!
By the way, you really didn't have to give me because buy one get one.
Yeah, what? Well, if you pay for it.
Stay hydrated.
Thank
I
you.
was buying one anyway. So you got my card.
Thing is,
Wow, what a nice guy.
I tried. Hey, give it him. Yeah. Nice. You
Line
it.
drive.
That one.
That's a foul ball.
Give him the other one.
oh, get the hell out of here. I'm serious. Take a drink. Get the hell out of here.
I bought extra for the oil. You know what?
I don't care. I don't need a drink.
So we got 2 outs, 6 runs in
Attitude like that, yeah?
so far.
Put jumpies up and like going.
Elliot Simon cleaned. Wait, what's his name? David Simon. My fault. I keep confusing these brothers. I know his brother Elliot. That's why. So David Simon cleared the bases on a ground ball to short. This is what we're talking about. You have to play him in.
Oh, by the way,
You have to know your hitters.
Ike, he's listening to you.
What do you say?
I thought Jimmy says all these kids are 3rd round fielders.
this one is clean. S'mores, sunset. Oh, right here. Oh, the other guy lives in Pio his whole life.
Some said them also.
What's that? Got in the car.
That's what we
Get on
do.
Sunset, or should I care?
Who invented that? The khams? Was it?
Right here. I saw it before. I saw the other place. I was looking for the other place. I was trying to see 7-Eleven. I was like,
What do you mean? It's 4 RBIs. Nothing to do.
forget that?
No one should get credit. You should get for sure one.
You get one for sure.
It should be. Well, you're giving them the hit, right? You're not doing the errors. You're giving them errors.
It's an error.
Oh, you're doing. I thought you. It's next time you're giving them the hit.
The only here's the thing.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
If
100%.
he throws to first base,
The only time you don't get an RBI is a double play.
Even if it wasn't an error, the run
even
would
if he
have
was out of
scored.
first base, the run scores.
So he's getting 4 RBIs?
So that's the question.
4 on
Ooh.
third. So he threw it again at third.
The problem is,
Even
that
if you would
if
have.
you want your RBIs matching your runs,
was home
then you
run.
give him the
That's why
4.
he gets RBIs. One RBI. One.
No, I'm talking about 4.
No, the other 3 should not be RBI.
Right, the first one should be.
First one should be. More than you've scored all season to nothing.
Yep.
That's not true, by the way. We had one.
I think it is.
Jackie Towel!
Runs on the year?
More than 7.
Jackie Towel!
It's ain't nothing right now.
I think I know a little.
Oh, you lead it already.
I left already. No. I would have got you one.
Wow,
I didn't care.
I want
So
to
I
know
left.
the situation.
No, I left. Then I saw the voice.
What, 7-0?
His finger. So I went and I asked the guy, I think Kabaz, he goes, yeah. I wasn't going to wait online to get the other Gatorade. I said, I got Bernie 3. You know, he said, okay, you could have one, whatever.
Was he not even
Oh, Jimmy, that messes up your over-under thinking.
What? On what?
If
I
the
don't
hitter
know.
at second base.
Nah, because they got to score 10.5. You know, I got the 10.5. I'll probably do the 10.5 on that.
Tell your boys to aim for second base.
I got Morris Adis. Is that correct?
No, you have Ralph.
Morris Adis, is that your name? Adis! No, that's Ralph.
Tell Halil to
Ralph
aim for
Adis?
second base.
So why does it say Morris Adis?
There's 2.
No, oh, it's supposed to say Ralph.
Bottom
not
3.
It says here Morris Adis.
No, Ralph.
Sam, can we? Sam, why don't we just film the show now?
Where is Joe S?
Where's Ralph Adis?
I'll
Not
do it
on
right
there?
Call me. I'm Pure Village.
So it's
Romantic
Joe S.
Stroll with Stevens.
Tell Joe S to
batted
come right
last
now.
time.
And I'll record it right
You
now.
batted last at that
I'm not
Ralph?
recording the rest of the highlights.
Ralph, you batted yet?
Give
You
it to
guys-
Jimmy. Jimmy can record.
You guys are
Tell
so
him where the
gassy.
button is.
Ike, you didn't make the last out. Who made the last out? Who?
Right, guys, batter up. Come on, we're stalling
Okay,
now.
so you guys
Let's
batted
go.
out of order.
I'll
fix it.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Guys, give it back.
Out of order.
They get terrible, but they're not pitch over. You see? Yeah, they're very good.
Sammy. Sam,
What's up?
I'm not gonna say anything because they.
come now because they want to do the show and they want me to stay, and this game's a blowout. So, JT's winning 8-0. Game 1 was crazy tight. They should have lost, but they won 3-2. And now it's 8-0.
Sammy, here's what happened. They batted out of order. Really, but because they didn't go through the order once, 8-0. They didn't go.
Switch it.
When are you coming?
Morris and Ralph.
You told me Morris Ralph.
He's on his way, Sam.
I honestly, I still don't know who Morris is. I don't know who Morris is.
I mean, if it was a close game.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. Only because you guys didn't bat through the order yet, so it's fine. You're up now. Yeah, this guy's up. He came to me. He dropped himself in the
This
order.
team should just be hitting it hard and down.
On you. On Jojo.
Play us.
On you guys.
Play us.
There you go.
Yeah, great team.
You're safe. Huh?
You guys have a good team.
Look at like every guy is like, wow.
You know why he missed that, by the way? Ray, you know why he missed that game?
We would work.
He took his eyes off.
He may have been if
World Series.
Cousin wasn't
Might have
there.
gone about the pitcher and gone with the batting.
We're good. We're good with hitting though.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Come on.
So the top of the order's up. This is going to be a nice comeback if they come back.
Yeah, thank God we have everything, but you got to play.
Yeah,
good.
they're not
Play
gonna score
good.
it.
They had an opportunity in game 1.
They might score now.
squandered
They
it.
nothing.
Didn't we score like
No, but
Game 2. Yeah, but game 1 was when I wasn't there.
want to do some in-game?
Ground ball, third base.
SS, you want to do some in-game?
Play-by-play?
No, in-game wagering.
I can't
can't
even
see
get
that.
excited unless it's like weird stuff like
Plus
where
200.
the ball's gonna
Plus
go.
Somebody screen grabs it for me.
I'll listen to any bets you have. We could do it for the fans at home.
Because
There's got to be 0 viewers. How many? Oh, 5. Wow.
Yeah. How many viewers at home think this Hillel team's going to score 3 runs this game?
So I would. Well,
Out of the
I would
5.
bet under. Can I bet on under 3 runs for the game?
It's right through his leg.
It's definitely an option depending on how much you pay. Jimmy can be bought. No? How much would you pay for a hit now?
Why are you just so nice?
Not to me, to him. You have to pay him. No?
Yeah.
No, I knew I was going to see you tonight, so I think I dressed up.
I figured.
Out.
Why am I locked player?
Bingo.
Why am I locked? I don't care about that. Why am I locked?
They had their chance game one.
I can demand the trade.
They could have won the first 3 games. They legit could have been 3-0.
We want guys who want to be on our team.
Right? I mean, game 1 was a 1-run. I think all 3 of the first 3 games were 1-run games, right?
I played a win.
Okay, we're playing to win also.
They might go 0-12, and they had a chance to win the first 3.
You know, funny thing is, Indians were the same way.
Where are they at?
Indians lost.
Are you
cover one.
comparing John Eliezer's
For
Indians
the record,
to Hillel?
for the record,
Hillel's better?
for the record, when the Indians were 0-11 or 0-10,
Yes.
I even had an over/under. Not an over/under. I had a spread, half. Indians favored over these guys. And
So are you saying that if Indians got on the field against Hillel right now, that Hillel would win?
I
Jimmy, are you saying
I would make a thing. I really would make a line. I would have the Indians minus 130.
Wow. So you think they're
I
pretty
really
much
would.
even?
I really
even
would.
with A.B. Cohen
With
on the
A.B.
mound?
Cohen on the mound and
Wow.
Eliezer. Yes.
No, you're out of your
I
mind.
heard. I heard that.
You can't be
Yes.
traded off
I'll
of
tell you why. I'll tell you why. Hello. Indians team is bad.
Huh?
Indians team is bad.
How many teams are on?
5.
One team has a game 3.
2 teams have a game 3.
One of the matchups.
Who's favored to win?
Orioles so far.
Who's on the team?
Jackie Dow. My cousin Steven. Yeah.
Who's the pitcher?
Maxi D. Maxi D. You want to get traded?
I don't know. I just want to revamp this team.
Come on, man.
No, I don't want to get traded.
Get him on your team.
I don't want to get.
Let me tell you one thing.
I don't want to get traded.
You guys could have definitely won game
I
1.
want the leadership to be different, where it's not so like.
Call
okay,
Jackie.
He's my friend. He has to play here. First baseman should have been switched.
You guys should.
First baseman should have been switched during the first game. The first.
You guys should look. Not for nothing. You guys definitely should have won game 1. My
I
opinion.
hear you. I hear you. I don't want to get traded. I want to revamp the team. Meaning that there's,
You need- get a
there's
leader.
players that shouldn't be playing in their positions. First baseman is not a first baseman. The short center fielder doesn't know how to play short. Oh, that's a ball for the, that's stupid. Why is he playing over there?
Got it.
That's right field. He's Abraham Zuri.
Huh?
Who's better, Joe?
Jimmy, you really have to get on the gold glove line.
He
Joe would have been on the grass, so I don't know if he would have made that on the
Me?
ball.
Short.
He would have thrown a curveball to first base.
Yeah, but what nailed him?
He's got to throw 100 miles an hour.
Joe's pretty fast. 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Joe gave me
not
dropped
Joe.
2 balls. He threw it too quick. Insane. He throws it when he throws it back to me. It's a random ball.
You need a leader.
Remember that bad now the other day? He was doing
If I was a mentor, I would teach you guys exactly how to play the game.
I'm chewing my ear off both of you. Damn it.
I wasn't even talking to you.
Some of them. I'm chewing my ear off. He's chewing me with the ligament in your ear.
I play one.
He's looking for a picture of my ear.
Wow. You saw
Stop
his
coming.
hat?
Okay, I know.
Whoa! Shot! Oh, he was deep for him.
Yeah.
Good play, but it's in the.
No, you tell me
So
I'm
they
not-
sent the
I
pick
can't
up the
believe
middle.
what
They're
I
solid, these guys.
Huh? Yeah.
Pitchers, shortstop, center field. Look like they could play.
What inning we got?
No, I'm not saying
Top
that.
four.
Abraham Zuri. I
Headline.
played 2 years already. I won a World Series.
Headline. Some of the plays that you guys are making.
I haven't seen you hit yet.
Listen, I gotta get back on the camera.
With the camera's still out?
Yeah.
So everyone's hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna find a picture.
Everyone heard you request the trade.
Sweat off my face.
Good pitch.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Gotta freaking die for that.
You know what? It looked like
my
it.
God.
You backed it up. That was good.
You gotta die. You gotta get that.
No, that's bad. That was bad.
Well, I couldn't. I didn't really see it.
I'm gonna-
Without
it's
it
a-
rolled
it's a
past
single.
into the fence, or it would have just died there. I didn't see
It's a
it.
single, but that was bad.
That's a single for sure.
Of course, it's a single.
That's bad.
No, but if he
It
dies
should
for
have
that,
been
misses
out.
that, that's triple.
There's no such thing as a dive. That should
Was
have
it?
been called
Was there a
that.
thing 3 or 4? 3 or 3.5 for David?
No, you gotta run for
No, I'm saying.
Yeah,
Get the push out of this.
Hello,
You gotta get the push
you
out.
didn't move, Joe. He takes
All I
4
do is
steps.
just break the 1.5 thing. I just want to break it.
You got 2 hits so far this game.
One before he took
He
about
has
2.
Of
one.
course, but you know.
What do you
I
mean?
should have won at
Second
least
time
2
good?
games at least.
You should have, I know.
He's 2 for 2?
Yeah, gave him the hit.
All right, the pop up.
He's so good at that.
Got bugged out every time. That's
I love when Bobby does, you know? You know when Bobby does the shot? Oh, he hits it so hard.
Oh, so I actually had a chance if he got a hit this. Son of a gun, I thought he made out. I remember him popping up. I
They still
forgot
have
he dropped
5, 6, 7.
I see the third base.
it. He's gonna get 2 more at bats.
Bernie, Bob.
Made the last out. You need 18 more. Man, I guess they could. If they put 20, I'll leave Mercy first.
What is it? 10 after 5? No, 10 after 6.
32.
Sam, has there ever been a mercy?
By the way,
in this
Sammy,
league?
really come here. You know how I told you I kept data? But this guy has the quickest games, the fastest. So we're already at the second game. The fourth inning. What time is it? What time is it?
Charles Easter is going to hit for Ike coming up next.
For Ike Vitesh?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Buff, I got a picture. Buff, I got a pic.
Show me.
I love it. That's youth. I love it.
Always good for his leg rolls.
Am I wrong? What is it? 3, 4,
And he
5?
and he
My
showed up-
data is
wait,
crazy.
But he shows up at 8:25 again today.
Really?
Yeah.
Parking lot? And it's
No.
true, it's 10:30.
Half a year.
We're in the fourth inning. It's game 2. 10:30. I don't think my game ended. Game 1.
Game one
Okay.
ended.
Well, I
Game
don't-
one ended
Game
11:15.
1. Legit. No?
11:15. Game 1.
That was game 1.
I don't think.
coming back, so let's see.
I don't think.
One of the kids in the dugout.
Your second game started like 10:45.
I got home at 12:45.
I don't think.
ridiculous, by the way.
I don't think that. Imagine going back to Brooklyn.
What time you got home?
You weren't,
Oh,
he
you
wasn't
weren't here.
there.
You weren't
He
here.
wasn't there. He was
I was
on
laughing in my bed.
Laughing at Max.
He doesn't
You
go
guys
back to
do the
Brooklyn.
next 2 games because of that?
No, it's do we do every other usually.
Yeah, but I feel like you've been here together a lot.
Yeah.
Is that the whole Hillel thing?
That's the Hillel contingency.
Oh, God.
That's what I said before. The parent-teacher conference.
The
is here.
Hillel cartel is here.
You should go interview them.
Yeah, what happened?
Fake
Man?
life on that one.
You should go do a focus group. Sitting in like, you know the focus group arrangement?
That's what this
They
is.
sit on the
His
bleachers.
wife?
You should go over there and like start talking to them.
I feel bad.
Joe's on his way, by the way.
You got it.
Sam,
He's in the middle of the at-bat now.
Sam.
Okay, so I just got a phone call from AB Saka asking me requesting to ask Elliot Anteby if that's his jersey or his wife's jersey. And is
Wow.
that- is there-
Elliot Anteby. AB Saka just reached out and asked if you're wearing your jersey or your wife's jersey.
Is there a joke there? Is there a joke there that I'm missing?
Because it's tight.
Oh, it's up his bidat? Is that what it is?
No, he showed up one time in a t-shirt with the left shirt.
Oh, I got it. Line
It's like his
drive.
wife's pants.
Uh-oh.
Fell.
Wow.
Oh,
Home run, that's a home run.
Is that Los?
Home run.
Yeah. Triple.
I guess he bet the over.
He's gonna play.
Carlos.
That was a great flip, by the way. That was a great flip. You saw that?
Really in the worst spot, blocking the whole batter's box and the left field line.
Pass the pelota.
Let me ask you something.
You don't let me over there. You don't let me over there.
Stand
What
wherever
do you
you
want me
want.
to do?
Right.
Sit right behind me.
Yeah, but you're really
How do you
blocking
miss
the whole
over there?
deal.
You can
move there.
You're not taking
And
care
you
of your
missed the
fans.
video.
It's all about the
Gee, I'm
fans.
not gonna come here.
But let me ask you a
We
question.
pay your salary.
Why stand here?
This is the
I'm
perfect
sitting
spot.
here.
And he missed the video.
I don't want to sit behind Jimmy.
I hate to say this. That's a leadoff triple.
Oh,
Oh,
Zero?
come out?
That's a leadoff triple.
Why do you hate to say it?
It should have been called. But
So now the question here for all you official scorers at home is if he hits a long fly ball, should he get a sac fly? We know he does get a sac fly.
Why
Should
not?
he down 8-0? Because
Oh,
clearly,
because of the score?
yeah. I say no. It should not be. I know it is, but it should not be.
Third base.
It should be an RBI, but it should not be a sac fly because he's supposed to be trying to get a hit. I guess that's worse. though.
Oh my God! This is why it was 2.5, guys.
You were high, by the way. I almost went under in both.
Yeah?
I didn't.
I pushed the
was
first
driving.
game.
You want someone truly.
Who's next?
Like, take
I
a-
just couldn't see them scoring
Take a
three.
picture.
Ancona, Saruya, you.
What?
Only in the World Series.
Nah, he's telling me about that.
That's a run. Caught.
You see how fast that kid is? In left?
Oh, look at Mikey wanting that shutout. Oh, Mikey wants a shutout.
Elliot Herrera. He's fast out there.
Mikey, appeal. What the hell? You're not me.
He's great.
You're not a scumbag? Okay.
Ah,
So are you.
sack fly RBI there. Good hit, Ancona. Are they going to get 2 more runs to get the over on the 2.5?
Huh?
Are they going to get 2 more runs to get the over on
No.
the 2.5?
Absolutely not.
Actually, you know what? It's
That was their
possible
only
only
chance.
because of the score.
They're just going to give me
The
game?
only reason why they scored just now is an error by Carlos.
Yeah,
which
but you
is
know what? You know what, Tim?
wanna hear the
Now
funny
that
thing?
Mikey doesn't have the shutout, I feel like Mikey's just lobbing it over.
I agree. Joe,
You
you
want
ready?
his,
Joe?
Sam. Sam, should I get my apron on?
you want to hear something funny? Is that they don't know he's not a player.
They don't know anything. That's the thing.
It's crazy. Like, you and I.
told him.
You and I would go, okay, I got this guy here.
Mikey on the mound. They don't know anything. They could get 6 hits in a row like that.
Could have been a 3-1 game.
I don't know about a 3-run game. Are you guys shooting a video here? What are you,
Huh?
you shooting your World Series preview?
Yeah.
Is that why everyone's dressed up in here?
No, I came from Cajon. I didn't even know I was doing it. I told him he does it before the game's over because I got to get out of here. I can't sit here.
Go get in it. Saru should be in it too, no?
Yes.
Oh, yes?
I don't need to be in it.
Oh.
I'm just there so Sam has someone to.
Harari's in the World Series? No,
Are we
right?
playing Cola?
You're his. Hold on. You're his pitcher? No.
I honestly, I don't think I want to be in this. Because I'm not in the game. Oh, Harari's not either. Okay. Oh, all right. So I can sit on the other side of the camera?
You guys doing this during the game?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
not really looking for highlights.
Got you.
JT's
Okay.
gonna get pissed on me.
I got it. But are we good with the battery or?
If I lose the first game, there's no way in hell I'm
Okay. You're in my seat.
Oh
man.
my God. This one's in a break.
Yeah, let's do this quick. So we're in the 5th inning. Top 5.
Color commentators for tonight's game.
You got to catch. You got to catch. Huh?
They're playing. I don't know what they're doing.
They're shooting a video. So they're gonna be talking. All right, so we're in the 5th inning. We got an 8-1 game, boys. Top of the 5th. First pitch is low. Elliott Wright just made a nice catch in left field. And now he hits a shot to left center. It is over the center fielder's head. And there you go. The throw home is high. Safe.
Tigers. What a shot.
Let's go, baby! Back to back!
Ground ball, sure.
Are you batting? You want one of these bats? This one. I'm not up for it too, but with sliding Harry for me,
I think it's better by the way. No, how about this? Put this thing right here. This is right. You have to go through it. You have to go through it. Right, so you want to just go behind us?
I grab that for the
You're not paying me. Yeah, how'd you do when you video the whole you video the whole team? Why don't you just put something under there? Oh, put it on my suitcase. Put it on my thing. Yeah, that's good.
Larkin, you're unbelievable, Larkin. Nice. And one, guys. Need two more, man.
Yeah, should have won. JT said they had more
You got a runner?
Yeah, this is Bush though. You don't need it around here. Just go base to base, no? Come on. Okay. So this game's getting out of reach. We got 2 runs in already, and it's a fly ball to left field. That's the first out of the inning by David Simmons. Now batting. He's not pinch hitting. He's slotted. Harry Hidary. So Hidary's up. 1 out. Runner on second.
Someone else who's not in the game is they going to be good or not? No, Mike won.
I believe this is his first at bat of the season. Pitch. First pitch strike. Ooh, wow. That pitch was close. Very close. So it counts 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1 out. Low, 2-2. Salman, who's down deck? You?
Two. And we get the wine this year. I get wine still this year.
2-2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're here live at the site of what's going to be the 2018 BKS World Series. This coming up Sunday. Members of the only one member of the NBC Sunday Club, and no one better than Joseph Pilates to represent himself. Obviously, the big end.
What inning?
King JoJo
This we're in the 5th.
Get up, garb, and apron. And we also have Yaakov Suri, who's the Cy Young winner this year. And also not actually playing, but Ray Estes, who got a win last week. Got it. Right into it. So, listen, we're going to recap the games that we just had in the semifinals. Really quick, and then we're going to go to the World Series.
So you do the. When do you do the analyzing? After the game?
I do, yes. I enter everything.
He sends you the score sheet?
So I either do it via video, but if the video cuts out in the middle, so then I
So
do
you
the
watch
rest
the
from the
entire game?
portrait.
Nice.
I watch the entire game. If it cuts out, then I use the score sheet for the rest, which I don't have the score sheet for Monday, which is why I haven't updated it since then.
The score sheet Monday. Whose game was that?
Yours.
That was Saban After Dark, my game.
Yeah. So I got like game 1 and half of game 2, which is why I got to finish it. Which is why I didn't put up any of the anything. You know, I updated the stats, but from game 1, but not. I didn't write anything.
So you just need the pictures of it?
Yeah.
I'll get it for you. I know Sam. I think I'll get it. Hold on.
When I asked him whatever, he said the Monday he didn't have.
You didn't have it? So Max is the one that has it then.
He started turning it on 2 weeks to go in the regular season, and he just ran with it, and he kept playing your team, including himself. Offensively, pitching, you're riding on the arm.
I got that inning. I got 3. I got 11 at 1.
What is the first?
I believe it's 12 after 5.
12 after 5.
10 after 6. That makes sense.
Tom.
Thank you. Actually brought him into the league 3 years ago. And now he's going up against him in the World Series. We'll get into that a little later. So you guys have won 2 games, 2 very well contested games. Obviously, congratulations. Rubbing in Steven's face, I know how much you're doing that. Tonight, I'll actually put a picture of it right now. Go to look behind you. Tonight, you actually took Steven out for ice cream.
Mike took me out for ice cream. I want to make sure that he knew that it was golden.
I just texted Max.
Well, he gets it from me every day, so even when he's not here, you know. So I mean, he gets it from me.
What's your name? I'm gonna text him after sending it to you.
My number?
No, I'm gonna tell him. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Charlie Shumpert.
You just took it.
What's the
score? 12-1? 11.
Is there mercy?
You want to get mercy?
No. I just want to know.
It's 12 after 6. No, 12 after 5, 10 after 6.
I told you gap and made it 5-0. And JoJo, you came up in a big spot, and that was the story of your entire series.
Done. He said he's gonna send it. So we're bottom of the 6th here. First batter up is Charlie. I'm sorry, bottom 5. Charlie Saruria is pinch hitting for Ike Viteshia. Shantov, you're good. You should get it.
No way.
You have your iPad that you what do you do?
I don't do it on that. Actually, I only did it that one time. That's my father's thing. I just get it. I'll do it either on something else. whatever it is. No, I didn't bring it.
Gotcha.
Because-
You read Bill James' book or no? Baseball Abstract?
No, which one?
Like,
No, I didn't. I'm saying I know the concept. You know,
Yeah?
You grow up, not grow up, but you learn from you pick it up. You know, it's funny. I read Moneyball when I read it,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's interesting. You know, like I didn't buy it 100%, but then like I was speaking to someone, and he was like, no, like because the Moneyball it's a narrative. You know, it's a book. You know, so like
I don't know if we're still live.
Yeah,
I
we're
wanna
still
ask you-
live.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
still live,
I still see. I mean,
We have any viewers? Does it say any? Anybody?
9.
9. Wow. Okay. So I don't know who's there, but I value. I read that book. I love it. I have a whole new meaning to the way I play. I want to ask you a question, and you and I probably, because we're freaks when it comes to these stats and it comes to these things. Let me ask you this: what's your take on RBIs?
You know, I mean, it's a team. It's as people say, it's a team stat. You know.
It's okay.
If you're in a good
maybe-
lineup, you're gonna get more RBIs. You know, and if you're in a good spot in the lineup, you're gonna get more RBIs. If you think that maybe under pressure or certain situations, some people play better, play worse. Well, that's why I have high leverage OPS, low leverage OPS, mid leverage OPS. I even have a clutch stat, which is Fangraphs clutch
I
stat.
just gave him a high five. This guy.
Right?
This
That
guy is
if you want to look at those, I have it there for you. I have a batting average with runners and
in
scoring
position, right?
If
Do you have it
wanna
with
look at
two outs, man on?
No.
Runners in scoring position.
I
two outs?
have run in scoring position.
Gotcha.
2 outs, man on. I can do that also.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Any other requests? M&S analysis.
No. I love it. I love it.
at gmail.com.
So here's the thing. I've been telling these guys for years, and I've been saying it for everybody. I go, you don't value somebody's hitting ability based on his RBIs.
100%. Okay.
And they don't believe me. They don't believe. They go, how could?
It's ridiculous. Okay, let me tell you what I have to say now. I was saying the nice way of saying it. It's ridiculous. It's 100% ridiculous. I don't care what the guy did when there was someone on. I want to know if the guy can hit the ball, if the guy can't hit the ball. If you can hit the ball, you'll get RBIs. Great. Right? If you can't hit the ball, you won't. Just let me know if you can hit. That's it.
So what I do, and we started joking about it. We started calling it. Because I called it a worthless stat. I really did. I said it's a very overrated stat.
Of course it is.
It's I said it's a very overrated stat, and it's so now they say, oh, so I have 100, so I have 25 worthless RBIs this season.
It's worthless.
I told
Look at everything else.
I told him, I go, look, I told him the most important stat is, me personally, I believe is on base percentage is the most important stat. You know, and I kept telling him, I go, the number of times you get on base is what helps your team win the game.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, power is important.
Slugging,
also,
OPS, I love slugging OPS. Yes, I thought
of course.
those OPS is really the number one. Honestly, if we really want to measure somebody's everything what he does on the field, on the batter's box is
Yeah,
OPS.
OPS.
It's OPS.
And that's why I wrote. I have my, I put my stat of the week. My first stat, I
Is
did
OPS
OPS
plus.
because that is the most
That's
basic.
it.
That's the
OPS, yeah.
that's the most basic, meaningful
best
stat.
stat.
You
It's the
know,
best
it's not too complicated,
But some guys don't understand.
it works.
Unfortunately,
it still works.
Unfortunately, guys don't understand it. So I minimize it and I say on base. The most important thing is because the whole point of the game is to get on base. It's not to dunked in.
On base is the most important. Yeah.
Because the only thing you can control in the batter's box is walk, single, double, triple, and home run. You
Yeah.
can't control a run. You can't. If
Yeah.
someone drives you in, you can't control an RBI.
Yeah.
You can't control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't control an error if a fielder makes an error.
Which, I mean, I've been counting errors as hits.
Nah, don't do that.
Well,
we're not in this book. We're not doing it in our book.
No. I'm counting them separately. I'm counting errors. I'm
Oh, you
counting
have
the
your own
hits,
stats.
and then in my WRC Plus and WOBA, I'm counting them as hits. Just because, actually in Fangraphs they don't do that. But
They don't do that, no.
Then no,
That's
they
why I'm
don't.
shocked why you do
But
that.
I don't know. In the end of the day, it's the same skill. You know, you got to make contact. You got to hit it hard enough to force an error. You got to run fast enough to force an error. You know, what's the difference in theory, if you hit it to the guy, between two guys, and really they should have been there, or you hit it to the guy and the guy bobbles the ball. Right? I mean, I understand that it's not exactly the same. But let's put it this way: the run expectancy.
One in, Blue. I got one in.
Yeah. The run expectancy for a hit, for a single, and for a
11-2.
And for an error
Right.
are almost identical. If you look,
So
it's like
it's not-
0.91
right,
and
right.
0.92.
In the major leagues, what you
Yeah.
just said is exactly correct. Unfortunately, it's not like that.
But that's the thing. Over here,
You know what they
right,
try and do now?
at the end of the day,
There's a petition, believe it or not, in the majors. They want to kill the error.
They
I'm not sure if you
wanna
heard about
do
it.
everything.
They want to
wanna
kill the error
wing.
because why? Only because these guys are so automatic. And
Yeah.
I'm talking pros now. They're
Yeah.
almost automatic, and the scorekeepers sometimes the most ridiculous things they give a hit, the most ridiculous thing they give an error.
Yeah.
You know, so. And I even sent the video out.
And
saying
ERA, like why ERA? It's not the pitcher's, as I read someone say,
yeah,
it's not the pitcher's job to prevent earned runs. It's the
Right.
pitcher's job to prevent runs.
Exactly.
If a guy gets on an error, and the guy's free now. Listen, it's still
Yeah, so
your
the
job
pitcher-
to keep him
Right,
from
so now
scoring.
correct. So now is the pitcher off the hook. So that's why also.
Right, now he's off the hook.
See,
Now
that's-
I don't know if in his head he's off the hook, but in the end of the day, yes, guys are going to make errors, and now it's your job to prevent that guy that got on an error from scoring. It's
Right,
still
so-
part of your job.
That's why here's the thing. In our league, I don't look at ERA. I don't care if a guy's ERA is 18 or a guy's ERA is
That's
2.
why I have both ERA and I have RA7.
RA7, exactly. That's
I
well,
got
here's
both.
the thing. No, these guys don't know what RA7 is.
Of course.
What I look at, since it's our league, I look at whip. They do keep track of whip.
Yeah.
If you have a low whip, that means you're doing something. Because even, you know what I mean? Even
But
though,
I mean, in this league, strikeouts are so low, which is I find it very funny because I was looking through it and the strikeouts are so low, right? So it's very hard to keep a balance from year to year. And then you look at BABIP, batting average on
Yeah,
balls in play,
yeah.
which you would think would be a lot more sustainable from year to year because that is what everybody, that's where your batting average is coming from. But I looked at it, and it's not actually.
No.
It doesn't. There's no correlation.
No.
It's weird, which means that I don't know really where a guy does good from year to year. I'm not sure where that comes from. From power.
it does well.
I mean, again, nobody really strikes out that much, so it's not from.
Here's the thing with this league. This league, a lot of guys are not patient, so they swing early in the count. Like see that last at bat, Jordy. I think he swung. It was an 0-1 pitch, 1-1 pitch. So they don't. Many guys. I hate to say this, are afraid to get the 2 strikes. So obviously, you're not gonna get the 2 strikes. You're never gonna get the third. You know, and a lot of times once they do get 2 strikes, they almost swing at anything just so the umpire doesn't ring them up. You know?
Shockingly, the only strike.
But what I'm saying is, right, if there's no strikeouts, because you're right, because in the end of the day, not no strikeouts, but strikeouts are very, very
Minimal.
few.
Usually it's about 1 or 2 a
minimal.
night.
So batting average is going to be based on
course.
batting average on balls in play.
Exactly.
Right? But what I'm saying is, if you look at from year to year the correlation,
Oh, wow.
the correlation of batting average on balls in play from year to year, there is no correlation.
Nope.
There's no correlation, which is weird because there is a correlation of how good you are from year to year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were in the top 5, maybe top 10 past 3 years, and you're right
talking about
now.
me
You,
individually?
yeah,
Oh, thanks.
you right now. I was just looking at the numbers. Right, you right now are actually leading the league in WRC points. So I'm saying and WAR, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, so offensive WAR, whatever. We'll get into it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
See, here's the thing. Unfortunately, I think everybody on this who's listening have no idea what you and I are talking about.
Which is why I tried to put a little explainer every
It's
week.
almost Chinese, but I know. I read every book you read.
Right.
You know,
I
know.
actually didn't really read the books. I absorbed it from articles and his podcasts and and just talking to people who are into this stuff.
Let me ask you one more
I
question.
read Moneyball and I flipped through some of the book and.
Let me ask you one more question. Did you ever read Ahead of the Curve by Brian Kenny?
No, that just came out this year.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I have it.
I mean, what is it? I mean, I assume it's him just trying to mainstream it. That's Brian Kenny. You know, he's trying.
Do you know? You watch MLB Now?
I used to, and then whatever. I mean, I used to watch specifically MLB Now.
Yeah.
So I because it was, you know, it was a show. It was entertaining, and it was also go.
Got him.
That, his foot? No.
I don't know. And truth is, it's hard for the umpire to even make that call. So
First base will be open if there was second and third.
that's 3. By the way, that's 3 outs. Sorry. It's 3 outs. 3 outs. So we're going into the bottom of the 6th, Blue. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I have to. I'll give it to you. I really will. I have it. You got, it's a good read, and you'll see that he has a few debates about the 41 MVP between Williams and and what's his name, DiMaggio.
Okay.
He also talks about RBI. He talks about WAR. He talks about
Right. So that's you know. I mean, this is. I think he's trying to. I mean, he's the guy that's really the most because he has the biggest stage basically of anyone who knows anything about this, or at least talks about it.
Well, the fact that he
there
works for
might
the
be some
network
announcers that
helps.
know about it, like whatever announcers that know about it, but they don't really talk about it much because they don't want to confuse people. But this is what he's doing. I mean, everyone else who's into Brian Kenny,
Brian Kenny.
you know, everyone else who's into this have
hosts
their
the show,
audience.
MLB Now,
You know, they have their audience, but their audience already know what they're talking about. He's the
Guys,
guy
start
that's
cleaning
talking
up the
to the mainstream
benches.
audience. Whatever. So
I met him.
I think what?
I met him and he signed his book for me.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. We're talking Yankees. Aaron Judge was last year. It's fine. He knows a lot. Very smart. No, like you were saying, but
Yeah.
he's. I think he's.
So I think his stuff is probably more like just trying to, you know, It's not anything breaking new ground or anything. I don't think.
He does. So here's the thing. He's the one that wants to kill the error, and then he's the one that
He
introduced
wants to kill the win.
He wants to kill the win, kill the error, kill the bunt. Exactly. Well, and you
he
know
was
what?
very into
And
the
I love
opener
it.
also.
I love the fact that you kill the win because the truth is, it's
And
come
you know
on.
what I have, by the way? I have
His starting pitcher last what? 5 1/3.
Yeah.
You know. And then,
Yeah. And again, it's the hitting, it's everything.
What inning is
What
it?
I have.
This is bottom of the 6th. I just wanted to let you know. 1 second. This is a prop bet that
No,
this guy
I
had.
mean, you have so many other stats.
Gave a
It
bad-
doesn't- You don't
That's
need a
three
counting
foul.
stat necessarily.
He
You want a
is?
counting stat?
But he's
That's
not getting up,
strikeouts.
is he?
It's a different scale, but you have it.
The
Here's a
over-under is
counting
3 now.
stat.
Huh?
At the end of the day,
How many-
you don't want to.
How many
I do
guys?
stats,
When's he
yeah.
up in the inning?
Oh!
I have to say, I appreciate.
When's he up in the inning?
I appreciate
He just made the
that,
last. He just got the last
that
hit,
people
and then
talk
the guy
about
after him got out.
Is that very
It's
open?
eight guys to the plate.
So yeah, I
And
mean,
scouting.
And if 9 guys get to the plate, it's
Huh?
mercy.
Know these guys.
9 guys get to the plate, it's mercy.
yeah.
No, but
I,
I top inning won't be a miss.
I try to update it as often as possible.
Here we get to
I
that.
didn't finish a game yesterday because
But they
I didn't
scored a
get
couple of runs, right?
do it
What's the
based
score?
on the video. A
We
lot of
had
times the video cuts out.
11-2.
I
Oh,
actually might
11-2?
be able to get this one this time. First time. So I got a copy of the book. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. So I got a copy of the book, but I didn't get it. So
Turn this. I want them to turn it. Safe. No. He too late.
He would have had to catch it against
Jordy
the ball.
had a great. Jordy played made a great throw. He couldn't get it out.
It's not an easy throw, that throw.
I love turning.
Huh?
Love
It's not an easy throw. Yeah, from short center. That's all I'm saying.
Sammy.
Yeah.
I sent something to Max.
Yeah.
Send it to Semto.
Okay, you got the book from last week?
Monday.
Monday. Oh, you have it. You said.
You
have
I got
it.
it
Okay,
from
great.
Max,
Okay,
and I
great.
sent it to him. I got it from my brother. Eddie, my brother took it.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
My brother
no,
was
no,
here
he
the other
writing
night.
it. Right, right.
So I sent it
Okay,
to Max, and
Yeah, I'll send it to him. Okay, great.
Jimmy,
I
the
think-
problem is the book doesn't show how inside that strikeout pitch was.
this guy Cade me. He's definitely in the
First in your career?
That was in the.
No,
what?
I got Cade.
That was in the first.
Called?
That was the first inning.
You ever swung like a
In the,
surge
the first
strikeout
or
this
second
week.
game?
I'm up.
That was in the first inning, and second game.
I'll take a bat. I swear. I will.
I gotta change that. I have you as out because the video doesn't start till after you came up with the guy on first.
Yeah. He.
I hear you yelling, "Pick me up!" So I
Yeah.
know you're out.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how
Here's
you
what
got
happened.
out.
So
I don't know.
he
shot
was
you out
he
over
was
right
trying
field was
to he was trying to attack me in. There you go. Double play? No. Flip it to second, man. So he was attacking me in the whole day.
You got two fields of choices, right?
There's one error, one fielder's choice.
No, error, field choice, and this was also.
No, there was a single. The second hitter got a single.
And Kona hit a single.
No.
Yes.
Who's the batter here?
Hold on.
Kona hit a single.
Oh, so hold on.
This kid,
These past two at bats were fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice. And
No,
Kona
you
hit
missed it. There was a single between.
Who's
Oh,
Pindek?
okay.
Pindek, what
Pindek
he did?
got on.
He's on third.
the
He's on
fielder's
third.
choice.
Correct, I got that.
And then after that,
Kona got the single.
Single through the gap.
Saruya hit the fielder's choice.
Infield, and yeah, then a
Got you.
Oh, okay.
And they still don't have anybody scoring in this inning. The 2.5 stays. The under so far. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
5-1, and they gotta play you guys. They gotta play
You.
They played us.
The Tigers played you?
Yeah. They gotta play you guys, Steven's team, and Shimmy. Oh no, they swept Shimmy. They gotta play you guys. Oh, and they gotta play Max.
Top of the 7th inning scores 11-2, and Jordy Ramel steps to the box.
Yeah, how come Tommy and Mike don't own a brush? I wanted to ask that last week. Oh, you just don't use it?
I use it.
I saw you using your hand before.
Oh, today?
Or your foot.
Yeah.
Sammy.
It's not worth it. We're not
It was
worth
2.5 was
No,
the over
for
under,
sure.
and they still can't get that third run.
I've been
They
doing
can't get that third run.
When it gets to the
Mikey,
90-degree level,
I gave him an over under. It's 2.5 the second game. They stuck at
Like
2
once
for
an
5
inning,
innings.
I'll
already.
brush.
They
Mike
can't get
doesn't
that
have
third
one.
run.
Mike, I don't think he owns one.
That costs
We
what,
should
like
buy
80,
one.
89
And the
cents?
first game, the over under
99
was
cents
2, and that was a
before we
push.
started running out of
3 for 99 cents, yeah.
I have an extra one.
I think you should give him
Like a real hit. Just a real hit right now.
They're letting you hit, Mike? Must be up by 10. They're letting you hit?
You slotted with Mike with Simmons, right?
Right now, it's not even in the
You
rep.
did a grand
So
slam. You got big
it's
shoes.
Edmund and Arcade.
Oh, now you're back.
You should have at least given me some time. The media should have given me some
The media gives no one time.
Oh, did you take down that sloth watch?
No, I told him if you don't show up this week, I'm gonna take it down.
He doesn't have it yet.
He has 2 hits. He does. You saw my Instagram just now?
Jimmy says no, no. I didn't.
Ball between his legs, man. Not giving anybody a hit between your
Oh,
legs.
you got the Vic?
That's. I mean, it's.
You put the heart there or no?
After eliminating what?
That's
You put
a
the
hit!
heart or no?
That's a
I
hit!
like it. I thought you put a heart in
No,
the
no,
picture.
no,
That would have
I
been great.
should've
You
done
do that.
That's a hit.
After eliminating his good buddy in the semis, those very treats Stephen Gidney for ice
See?
cream.
That's not true.
His own
I know,
team.
that's why I changed it.
No, so here's what happened.
I changed
He was attacking me inside.
Check your
And
Instagram.
so I kept calling time. And I took a step back. And I looked at the umpire. I said, you saw what I just did, right? And the plate's here. And I moved a step back. Called strike 2 in.
that's my story.
I took another step like this. Called time. He went in again. Strike 3. And I'm like, you're killing me here. Look, he got it. As a pitcher, I would do the same thing.
Something.
But the umpire, the problem what he did was because he hit the glove, the umpire gave him strike. Even though
The
it
box
did
is
go.
much better now. It's perfect.
Something interesting I saw
Perfect.
Pedro Martinez say once that if you see where the guy wiggles the bat,
Yes,
that's
yes.
where he likes the ball.
Shut up.
It's something. It just stuck with me. It's just. It's so interesting.
Don't ever repeat that. Don't
I
ever.
don't, like I've never like. I mean, I don't know how
Don't
often
ever
I've seen
repeat
an
that.
act.
Don't ever repeat that.
But look, like
Now you're talking. Now you're talking too much, my friend. Go back to RA9 and ERA plus.
No, I understand.
he likes middle.
Oh no, we do RA7 here.
What about Roar?
RA7.
RA7. We don't do RA9. We do
He has to deal
RA7.
with war, right?
They can't.
Okay.
You can't do one. Can't do one.
So I have offensive war now.
That's
war.
basically that's the closest you could do. is
But
offensive one.
but offensive war still, regular offensive war still takes position into account.
That kid hits his glove every time he gets a ball to him. You notice that? He goes like. He really goes like this
I
before.
used to do that.
Before every
So
on every
when I was in Little League-
every ground ball hits
When I was
you.
in Little League, I used to do that, and I used to do it on fly balls too. I used to do. I had to break the habit. I used to
Why?
do it. My
Just so you
Ocean
say,
Township-
get the glove ready?
My Ocean Township coach used to. I was a little kid. I don't know. I used to. The ball was coming through, even like a hard line drive. I would hit.
What's
I
the
would hit
problem
it.
with it? It's the timing.
No, that's very
it's a
that's very
nervous
bad.
tick. You can't do that.
Call it nervous? That's what you say?
It was sort of. It was just
So keep
My
going,
coach-
yeah.
My coach.
No, so regular war,
rhythm,
even offensive war, takes position into account because to get a good hitting catcher or shortstop is a lot harder than to get a good hitting DH or first base. Right? So again,
But that's you talking about the
I-
pros, not
I
you.
didn't
But yeah.
even put that into account. So my war is 100% offensive, obviously. Right? And then my pitching war, I have a RA7 based war, and then I have a FIP based war, which
I'm sorry to cut you out. He's trying a new pitch right now. The score's out of reach. He's trying a new pitch. Okay, keep going.
yeah. So I have an RA7 based war and a FIP based war, and then I have a blend, which Fangraphs is. I saw that they have. They made a new Shohei Ohtani page, which is basically their blend
for him.
of,
That was a
of
bad-
hitting and
bad-
pitching.
Oh,
wow.
That's a bad route.
Wharton.
Yeah, keep going.
They have. It's basically the total war between hitting and pitching, and then they have the choices of whether they want to you want to use like a RA9 based war or FIP based war, and then they have a 50-50 option also. So they I don't know if they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna implement that into everything because
Just-
they have their pitching war and
Just for
that's
him.
gonna be theirs, right? But you know, it's not like I made that up. So
I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
So we're going into the 7th.
Bottom 7.
Bottom
I
7.
was almost upping with you last week, by the way, on Wednesday. I couldn't get clearance to do it, but I was going to be upping with you.
Wednesday. Oh, last Wednesday?
This past Wednesday, or was it Sunday? No, Wednesday.
Oh,
Yesterday.
okay.
Yesterday.
Why don't you take the over on 10.5? Right?
Why couldn't you do it?
I couldn't do it. I had my kids home from camp, and we were doing a barbecue.
That would have been fine.
Jumped up. You and I can talk for days, man.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
You should come to every game.
In such a key game, but I'm dying.
If you,
to
when
do
you
it,
can.
In general.
Where do you live? Lakewood?
But there was
You
no
live here?
there was no real call for the field.
Tigers, clean up your bench,
I don't
please.
live. No, I live in
The
Brooklyn.
week before,
You go to?
we were
Oh, you
not
live in
supposed
Brooklyn?
to be on
Yeah.
this field. I'm not just throwing darts.